What's up, guys? It's Hector from Que Pasa con la Masa here with my partner, my co-host, my
not the sidekick today,
sidekick
bro.
came off the board already. I got voted off the fucking island, but he's my co-host. He's the man, 50 grand James.
What's up, everybody? Find me at Lee Boy Savage. You guys should already know. If you don't, then I don't. I'm telling you right now. So
there's no fucking secrets anymore.
No. I didn't take my magic juice, so I'm not all.
Yeah, he did a Zen, so he's a little wired up, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I just started doing those Zins, bro. Those things are crazy.
That's some stupid shit. I was like, I couldn't do that.
What, the Zin?
The Zen, for me.
I call it Perix Light.
Now, I know a little bit about that. I don't know about the pack. They're like little fucking like snuff, but in like a little pouch.
A little pouch.
So you don't have all that residue like coffee filter all over your Zico.
Yeah.
So but it zaps you.
Like,
it'll wake your ass up. It's like a black holes.
Oh, okay.
Girls will love it.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Maybe that. No hagas caso esa parte. Okay. No, guys, but today we have an amazing guest.
All the way from Austin.
All the way from Austin, guys.
That's right.
World renowned, a really, really good dear friend. I'm like a brother from another mother. We've known each other for a long time. Chris Tejano Man, Tristan.
Hello.
Let all our viewers know a little bit about you real quick.
Man, well, I'm from Austin, Texas. I've been in Tejano Radio for 31 years.
God, give it away, bro.
I have had the pleasure of doing a lot of great things in our music and a part of a lot of organizations within our music.
Mm-hmm.
But I was born and raised on the east side of Austin, Texas. Pura raza, on the east side.
That's the best
Yes,
part.
sir.
That's
That's
the
the
best part
hood.
of Austin.
Yes, sir.
Hey, before we keep going, I'm gonna interrupt you. You mind moving the mic down? Moving, just so we can see your face.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, he always does that.
I'm used to being in the studio. Nobody sees me, so.
Oh no, here they see everything.
The panza has everything, bro.
The Ron Jeremy part, and you know who I'm talking to.
Hey,
y'all want to talk about Dirk Diggler? You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oh boy.
So anyway, sorry for the interruption.
But yeah, no, I like I said, I'm from Austin, Texas. I've born and raised in East Austin. Graduated and was very fortunate enough at the age of 14 years old to start in radio. And I've been in radio ever since. I worked in terrestrial radio and did all of that, and now with Hot Tejano Radio, I've been a part of them and operations manager for and now it's about a good 5 years. But we've had Hot Tejano for a very long time before that. But it wasn't until during COVID is kind of when it just people started listening to alternative things, and we noticed that a lot of people were starting to listen during the day, that type of thing, and it was very therapeutic for us as it was for them.
Everybody was at the house getting drunk.
Yes,
bro.
Sir. Hey, man.
A bunch of domestic violence going on.
Yeah, a lot of parrilladas.
Yeah, it's a crazy time, man. But if you don't adjust, adapt, and overcome, man, you're later.
Exactly.
They were listening to Freddie Fender, bro, getting drunk.
Every night.
Every night. Man, and I used to be on the air for hours. I remember that. I used to be on the air from like 12 to 6 and, in and out of my studio, and my wife's like, hey, like, you have a family too. Like, you can stop anytime. And I'm like, you just don't understand. I broke our server twice just with the listeners that were listening. And I overloaded our servers, but it was great. And it still is, we've maintained a following, and a big shout out going out to all of our staff. They do such a great job.
Well, I think you played a big part of people's lives by having music that release.
Yes.
That feeling of like, okay, we're gonna be good.
You're gonna be all right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Lay back. I'll play the tunes. Tu pistea, tu carne asada.
Look, whatever. Yeah.
But we're gonna be okay.
Exactly.
And I think people really stay humble to that, and they actually they relate and they remain.
Right.
And they won't jump ship like everybody else.
And it feels good because then we go to fanfare and ahí está toda la raza ahí.
All the testimonials.
And the people that listen or they've never gotten a chance because, a lot of things that we use are what you would typically use for a radio station, you know?
Yeah.
So you get to interact with people that listen to you, and then but you finally get to see them. You know, we have a text line, so we get to see the text. But when you're actually there and you get to put a name to the face, and the people are very, very they're
receptive.
Yeah,
They're
receptive
appreciative.
to you, and they love you. You know, they love the fact that you guys were doing what you were doing. You know, you're making it happen, and that's was important. I won't remember, one lady told me, you know, my husband passed away during COVID, and I listened to you every day, and every day you came on the same time. And I hated it when you changed your shift because I had to, and she's like, now I even, you know, had to adjust to listening to your new schedule was at 5:00.
Yeah.
Where I used to be on, you know, pretty much la mayoría del todo el día.
Oh, she's a solid, loyal fan, huh?
Yeah, man.
That's badass.
And the thing is that it was therapeutic for her.
Yeah.
You know, listening, and not with just me, it was also her. I mean, not was just her, it was her whole family.
Yeah.
You know, they're there at the house, and she's like, you know, unfortunately, my husband passed away here, so we're still here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and that, you know, they're having to do things a certain way because of COVID, and, you know, just the precautions that everybody had to take. So just to know that they're okay, and they were okay, was therapeutic enough for me.
Yeah.
Like you became a big part of their life, dude.
Right.
That's crazy.
You're
to
like
think
a
about
safe
that like
space,
that.
a safe space, a security.
Yes.
Like I feel better knowing. But I think what I really enjoy about you, Chris, as far as like professional wise, that you actually went from radio to streaming, and a lot of the Tejanos, and I know for a fact, a lot of us, and I speak in general, a lot of us, we're not tech savvy. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Hector with Que Pasa con la Masa podcast. Just a real quick shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. First, and not in any particular order, Pink Maven Media. If you're looking to record or maybe come up with your own podcast, reach out to Pink Maven Media. Go to our website, click on their logo, and it'll give you all the instructions. Also, shout out to Ron Hoover RV and Marine, Odessa. Great friend of ours, Anthony Patterson. Reach out to Anthony at Ron Hoover RV Marine out of Odessa, Texas. Also, Eddie's Taco House, Cassandra, Priscilla, Hector, great staff at both locations, Thousand Oaks and Wetmore, and also the Cevallos location downtown. Guys, if you're looking for great food, great price, stop by and visit Eddie's Taco House. Also, reach out to Ideal Energy for any of your solar panel needs. Great friends out of the Valley, El Puro 956. Reach out to my friends Sergio and Magda Cantu with Ideal Energy. Also, GC Roofing and Construction. Any type of roofing needs, especially with all these storms, reach out to my boy Russell Fox. Call him on his cell phone. He actually gives out his cell phone, guys. This guy is a baller and a hustler. Reach out to my friend Russell at 210-347-0426. Any type of catering needs, if you're looking for great food, reach out to my friend Andy Chavez with Mi Frijoles, Taco Guy, catering truck. Mi Frijoles, Andy Chavez out of New Braunfels. Also, Pub Run San Antonio. Every first Friday of every month, they have a theme. Make sure you follow them, guys. Go to our website, click on their logo. It'll give you all the information for every first Friday that you would like to participate. It's absolutely free. You'll have the time of your life. We've been there a couple of times or two. Please be sure to join them. Pub Run San Antonio. Also, the best for last, Bar 321, Brian and Nicole Garcia, the owners, off of Main Street. Support local, especially a local bar with great drinks, great service, amazing music, just a wonderful time overall. And if you're in the hood, where I'm from, on the south side, stop by off of Quintana Road and visit our good friend Gary Durbin at Hunter's Corner. One more time, guys, Hunter's Corner. Say it with me. It's easy. Drinks are cold. Great service. Awesome experience. Off of the south side, Hunter's Corner. Ask for Coach Durbin. Again, guys, thank you so much for being great sponsors of the show. We appreciate you. And guys, show them some love. Thank you. Y'all have a great day. So for you to actually maintain and gain, that speaks volumes, bro, because a lot of times,
Oh, thank you,
people
man.
that have a flip phone that I
Yeah.
don't want to change.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
dad's one of them.
Yeah.
Dad, if you're watching, you need to get rid of that stupid phone already. Yeah, se acabó. You need an iPhone.
Dude, you can't let him get a smartphone, bro. It'll be on the fucking porn.
Oh, he do. Well, that's the problem now. I can't get him off.
I know Lalo, bro.
Yeah,
He'll be all over
he's
it,
not my
dude.
dad, dude. You don't want to meet him. But
Don't let him get the OnlyFans, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, my boy.
yeah, we gotta kick him out of Ojos every once in a while. But honestly, Chris, I mean, if you really think about it, dude, it's something that I'm happy for you, and
Thank you.
I'm honored to call you my brother because
Yeah.
the stuff that you've done to your trajectory from radio, your beginning with your father,
Yeah.
and then moving on, and then transitioning from radio, finding your way around COVID, and then ending up with streaming, and now you have, I don't know how many we talked last time. You told me over.
Right now it's 2.2 million
Jesus Christ, bro. On where?
Wow.
on our app. That's how many people
Oh, so you have
subscribe
your
to our
own-
app. Yes,
Do
sir.
you guys get paid for subscribers on there or no?
No, sir.
No.
Mm-mm.
You-
Well, we're a radio station, so we advertise for people.
Oh, okay.
So, we're just streaming. We're just a streaming station that does what a Tejano station is supposed to do.
Yeah.
We've been, gracias a Dios, been able to carry the brands that we carry. Michelob Ultra and Tito's. That didn't come overnight either.
No, those are
That was hard work.
Oh, those are big. Those are big
Big-
sponsors. Big,
yes, sir.
Big advertisers, dude.
And we answer, to them, and they're very, very great people. Got a big shout out going out to John Zamora from Tito's, también going out to Ag and all the people over there, Brown Distributing in Austin, Texas. We take care of, they take care of us, we take care of them. They realize the need for Tejano music to be heard and seen.
Yeah.
Just like every other genre of music, but we have people that believe in the music because it's Tejano music's been a part of Austin,
Mhm.
and Brown Distributing has been a part of Austin for many, many years, over 50 years
Yeah.
plus. So they're very involved with the community and the people that, so knowing those guys, and over many, many years, I sat on the board for Ruben Ramos's annual golf tournament concert.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, man, popping your first beer at 7:30 in the morning on a Monday morning
Yeah.
for a golf tournament, and then having to call my wife to come pick me up.
Oh, golf tournament?
Yeah, golf tournament.
Oh, I just thought the same thing. I'm down with that too.
Yeah, but it just, but it's having a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're there with the Bud reps, and these guys they believed in it then, and they believe in it now. So if you have these guys that they're like, one of the guys, his favorites, Jay Perez,
Uh-huh.
man, hey, you better bring me something back signed from Jay Perez. And what is his new song? Hey, man, I got you. But it's the fact that they believe in the music.
Yeah.
And if you have the right people that believe in the music, they're not going to leave you. And they see the integrity that you're trying to put back. And I think that's what Tejano music lost for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
People say, oh, well, it died and this and that. It never died. It never went anywhere. We were on the front lines in Austin, Texas for a very long time. And when it went away, yes, it hurt. But it was also a turn for a lot of things to happen. And a lot of things that were supposed to happen and did happen and happened in the right way that we're here now. I'm extremely gracious to Andrew Pulido, who him and his parents, the Pulido family, own Hot Tejano. I'm just the head coach.
Yeah.
So I do all that I can for all of our live talent. We have our morning show after middays is me. We have our morning show, Suavecito and Sunflowers. And then we have Spin, who does afternoon drive. So, but like I said, we have strict rules. We We have we are the party station, but there is a time where we have to get down to business and pertain to that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so
Business pays the bills.
yes, sir. So when you have, in the morning, we have the morning show, and they're sponsored by Bud Light, the Sports Corner, sponsored by Bud Light, and we're the home of the Texas Longhorns, of course.
Oh,
So
cool.
for us, all of that coincides. All of that is Austin.
Yeah.
All of that, now it's kind of sad because of regentrification, and that's happening everywhere. The Latino population in Austin is less than 2%.
Oh really? I thought it was bigger than that.
No, not anymore.
They all moved out here. It got too expensive in Austin, right?
Yes, sir. So a lot of people that lived on the east side had a lot of developers come and buy up land or buy up. We have the Rainy Street district, where that is. There wasn't a high crime area before, but it's a high crime area now.
Is it really?
Yes, sir.
What's going on with that serial killer that was going around?
That's exactly what's happening.
Really?
And no one still knows how or why people end up that. And to me, there's no barriers there. It's right by the Emma Barrientos Center, and there is fencing there, but to a certain point, and then it stops, and then there's just nothing but trail and water.
Yeah.
So I think there does need to be some kind of precautions, but again, it wasn't like that when it was the east side.
Yeah.
There wasn't. If you go back and look at the records, there isn't a lot of crime that was actually in that area. We were just named the east side, the bad part of Austin, for a very long time. But if it's Runberg and 35.
Yes. But I mean, the east side, I think the east side was the east side that we know.
Right.
And me being, I moved there a couple of years. I never forget, I moved to Austin and said, once you move here, you never leave. And I'm like, I'm from San Antonio, bro. I'm sorry, but
right.
I'll write down 35. I'll leave when I want to leave.
Dude, I like Austin. But it's a badass city.
Austin,
it is.
It's a big city.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's parts where you're like, you're not wanted.
Yeah.
But at the east side, dude, it's like welcome home.
You will not find one Hispanic in West Austin.
Oh, really?
Period.
Because West Austin's by the hills and all that,
yes,
right?
Sir.
Okay.
I mean, we just don't go. We don't even travel that far.
Well, we're creatures of habit.
Yeah.
And plus, is Buckets still open?
Buckets is still open right there.
Buckets, you see?
Yeah.
We need sponsors.
Shout out going to Johnny and Goga.
Hey, Johnny Goga. We love the sponsors. You as sponsors for the podcast. We'll go do a podcast with you guys.
They're at Buckets,
At Buckets,
man.
for sure.
Yeah, it's one of the.
I met them a couple of times. Sometimes now I don't want to mention, but
good times. Good times.
Great times. Didn't bartend, but it was good times. and if you know, you know.
Yes, you know.
But yeah, the east side, I think that us as Chicanos, Mexicanos, we take care of our own. We take care of our neighborhood. And if we got issues, we'll handle it.
Right.
Like, we don't need all that bullshit. Like, we got this. And that's, I think, you can relate to in parts of California where you're like, we handle our stuff. We take care of our stuff. We take care of our people. It's not so much where we're like hating on each other. We take care of each other and we'll handle it in-house.
For sure.
Yeah. And I think that's what Austin, like you said, gentrification is happening everywhere. Here, I live on the west side, and there's parts where they want to build like a monorail.
Right.
And they're like, we're shelling money. And the thing, and I should have taken a picture, but I didn't. If I pass by tomorrow, I will. There's a house, and it says, Mi barrio no se vende. And I think that's personification of the west side, where I live now. And I was like, man, if we had more people like that, we wouldn't be in this position.
For sure.
Because it's all about money, dude. Like, you'll see a ratty-ass neighborhood. I hate to say that, San Antonio, but you see a ratty neighborhood, and they rebuild this house, and they want to sell it for $900,000 like dog.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't be the only nice house in the neighborhood and sell it for almost $1 million.
And let me tell you, too, like, even in talking to other people that this very same thing happened, the taxes were raised in 1 year over $10,000.
Oh, yeah.
And so, I mean, that on top of a mortgage, are you crazy? That just doesn't happen.
Well, when we first moved to Texas, 4 years ago, we were looking at Austin and we're like, it's too expensive. It's just as bad as California. So we came to San Antonio. But once we moved over here to San Antonio, we went and checked out Austin. And we kind of fell in love with Austin a little bit. The hills, just the vibe, everything over there. But that's no shot at San Antonio because We love San Antonio too.
We have
For
hills.
sure.
We have hills. You just don't want to be around them.
Well, you know, I remember when San Antonio used to be the longest ride ever from Austin to San Antonio.
Oh, really?
As a kid.
No way.
You know, as a kid though.
That traffic,
Before.
Before.
dude,
When-
that
Before
traffic
was
on the
like
35.
now,
dog.
vámonos.
Nah, that traffic on the 35 is horrible, man.
Well, of course, but I live in Kyle, so it's a little faster for
Oh,
me.
okay.
It wasn't.
Like, you're not in Austin.
No, but still, I mean, I'm
You
almost.
still hit 35.
Yeah, we could go either way, and it'd be
Yeah.
the same distance.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I would tell people, I'm like, shit, Austin used to be 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Now, an hour and 40 minutes.
Exactly.
Because of traffic and construction.
Dude, it's like traffic the whole way there, bro.
Well, I mean, there was traffic
Oh, wait.
getting here, but I mean, I made it in good time.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
And I work on our studio is in Kyle, my office is in Kyle, and then I have a part-time job, and that part-time job's in Leander.
Ooh.
So
Where's Leander? Is that
Leander's on the other side of Austin.
Okay.
Where's your Jesus left the sandals?
Yes, sir. It's far.
That's
But
funny.
you know, so I have a daughter in college, man. So got to do what
Dude,
I got
I
to
can't
do.
believe Gabby. I feel old because I remember when
Yeah, she was a
I told
baby.
you when she was a
Yeah.
baby. I'm like, God damn, and she's in college already.
Yeah.
How old are we? Like,
Yeah, man. She's well, first of all, my wife and I have been together for going on 29 years.
Oh, that's
Michelle.
I'm
That's
Yep.
wild, bro.
Yep. 29 years. My daughter, our oldest daughter is 28. Our son Christopher, our oldest Miranda, Christopher is 26 and Gabby's 20. So right now they're all in their 20s.
Do they still live at home with you, or they're all out on their own?
Gabby's out on her own. She lives on campus.
Uh-huh.
She's in college, so she's doing really well. She's close to home.
Texas State.
Yeah, Texas State.
Okay.
Yeah, we like it because we're not too far from here.
Yeah.
My son graduated. My daughter my oldest went to ACC, and then my son went to
North Texas.
North Texas. Yeah,
I'm telling
Yep.
you, dude, it's like we're family.
Yeah,
yeah,
this guy knows
You got-
your whole thing, dude.
exactly.
I think he's stalking you, bro.
Well, that's what family does. We're family ends sentences for
Excuse
each
me.
other.
That's funny. But yeah, so my son graduated from North Texas, and then my daughter, like I said, the baby, she's at Texas State. So, and our oldest, she works in tech. She's a technician,
Mhm.
so she does really well. My son also works as a technician. They're all into computers,
Yeah.
so they do really well. And you know, my daughter's Gabby, she's studying communication, so that's and my wife is close to retirement
Ooh.
from the state of Texas.
Oh, nice.
So she's been there nearly 30 years, as long as
What
we've
long
been
has that
together.
been?
Yeah.
Damn.
So you know, she's ready. She's I told her, babe, you're almost there. She's got less than a year.
Oh, wow. She's right there.
You
She's
can
right
do it,
there.
Michelle. You can do it.
Yes.
When she actually retires, you guys doing anything, going on a trip or anything?
She wants to go to the Bahamas.
Oh, really?
For her, we've been going on cruises every year because I'm part of the Tejanos in Paradise cruise.
Oh, that sounds cool as shit.
So we take a whole bunch of Tejano artists and we promote it for about a year. And then come the date, everybody gets on the ship and it's Tejano music for a whole week.
Does it get packed?
Man, it does.
Really? That sounds like a good time, man.
It's a great
There's
time.
probably some wild stories on there.
Man, let me tell you, right now there's a lot of stuff going on with Carnival.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is it carnival?
Yeah, it is Carnival.
Is it really?
But let me tell you, man, we went last, and no offense to any cruise line, but if you're like me, I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
We're foodies.
I think we're all foodies, bro. If
Yes.
you take a look, you can tell.
And so to me, going on a different ship, number one, was different. Believe me, the ship was beautiful.
Mhm.
We were on the Royal Caribbean Harmony of the Seas, but I did not like the food.
Oh, really?
I did not.
So Carnival's got better food?
Carnival's got better food.
No way. I wouldn't expect it. Everybody
there-
talk shit about
is there a
Carnival.
Carnival has Guy's Burger Joint.
Okay.
You can have as many hamburgers as you want.
Oh, that sounds like a bad combination.
Then on the other side of that is a taco bar. Anything you want. Then inside is the buffets. Anything you want.
Is it all inclusive?
Well, there's some stuff that you do,
Okay.
like the sushi. There's a sushi house thing. They call it the sushi house or something like that. They have that, the restaurant, and then there's a pasta restaurant, like a kind of like an Olive Garden, and then there's a steakhouse. The steakhouse. Let me tell you about the steakhouse, man. The steakhouse is $50 extra. That's what I paid the last time, but I had an 18-ounce steak.
Oh shit!
Ribeye, cowboy cut.
Ooh, daddy.
It's not bad for $50.
Not bad.
Because any steakhouse you're gonna pay double
But then
that.
it's not just that; it's the whole entree and everything.
Yeah.
When you get on a Carnival cruise, you have a dinner time too.
Oh really?
Oh, all the ships have
Yeah.
times that you go to actual. You can either eat in the buffet or you can eat in dining. And dining is crazy because you sit down and, hey Hector, how you doing, sir? How you know my name? What though? I don't know your name, But it's their job to memorize. Yes, and that's the beauty of it. It's like ever seen Mr. Deeds?
Yeah.
Where that the butler never moves.
Yeah.
And no matter where he went, they're like that.
Oh no way.
But it's awesome, and they're so nice. We love to know where they're from and talk to them. Just to all the workers that are there, man. And it's really cool. And after a while, they start to remember you.
Yeah.
And we've been on the ship, a couple of times. Hey, I remember you from like 2 cruises ago or whatever, And of course, they recognize me in the food line. Hey.
I got you some Scooby snacks.
Here's an extra roll.
Give you an extra Jalo.
So man, and hey, you sold our meat, Al.
That's exactly what I was thinking about too, right there. Bro.
Yeah, I'm not buying what's mine.
If I don't get extra Jalo, there's gonna be a kite in the fucking captain's.
Man, you know what? And how many times I go watch that movie over, and it never gets old.
No, that's classic, right?
It is.
I got my kids watching that shit.
Yeah.
Dude. But now when you watch it's a little cheesy now. Back then it was like groundbreaking. Dude.
Exactly.
But you watch it a little cheesy, but it's still fucking. Dude, it's
That
a
movie
little.
never gets cheesy.
Nah, dude, it's a little cheesy if you watch it now, but it's still classic, bro.
That movie and La Bamba, bro.
Yes.
And we as men and Mexicanos cannot go a fucking one day of referencing either one of those movies.
What about
Let me tell you something, man. I love Edward James almost, but after watching American Me again, I realized I didn't like it.
Oh, really? Why?
Because I had a father that loved me. So I have dads who love me.
Yeah.
My dad who's in heaven and my dad who's here.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know what that felt like.
Yeah.
And to put myself into that story where I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So I think that was kind of because whether he thought in that storyline it was his son or not, you still gotta love these kids, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They deserve to be loved.
Mm-hmm.
Kids deserve to be loved, period. So that's why I thought, you know what? I don't know. To me, I watch all kinds of, my whole repertoire is relating movie quotes all the time. That's just me.
I think that's man, bro, just in general. Dude.
Yeah, I don't think you hear girls ever.
No.
I mean, they might do Mean Girls or, girl shit that we have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
But it's like with us, we say shit to them, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah, dude.
And then with us, like, oh, shit. Or we'll come back with one better, like
Exactly.
Tommy Boy, me for a pillow?
Exactly.
Dude, if you throw a movie reference out there and you don't get it, dude, it kind of pisses you off. Like, bro, you didn't get that? Like, what's the matter with you, dude?
Well, you know what? It's funny because J.R. Gomez is my boy, man. And he comes to the studio a lot, and he's actually going to be one of the hosts on the Tejanos in Paradise cruise, him and Bumper.
Yeah. And
of course, I go because I'm the DJ and the voice for the cruise. If anybody, I didn't explain that, but
okay.
So he came over the other night and he goes, "How are you?" And I was like, "Why are you saying that?" He goes, "Bro, you've never seen Nacho Libre?" And I was like, "No."
Bro, speaking of Nacho Libre, dude, no
was
joke, bro.
outside.
There was a dude just across the street at the bus station dressed in the whole fucking Nacho Libre, bro. Looked
Damn.
just like him,
The
bro.
cape and the wig, dude.
Badass.
We were on live and I was trying to get him to come over, but he
You
wasn't.
should have told him, "How are you?"
They're like, Nacho!
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
he was in the whole getup, bro.
No, but he's from here.
Yeah, oh really?
Like this dude, the rest in peace, the Mexican Elvis. They're like characters of San Antonio.
Gotcha.
So we have him, we have Cal del Ocho. We don't have Bronco 956 because that dude's full of shit. That's not a real person.
You know, I see a lot of stuff about that guy, man.
Bro, they made that guy viral and then they're mad that he's viral.
Hey, but you got the Pulga people here in San Antonio, bro.
And who's that chick that they blow up too? What's her name?
This guy has a crush on her, Ash Trevino, bro.
But man, I that's all I hear everyone talk about is her, and I'm just like, and I see her like I just see her face, and I just keep going.
It's the Mucinex booger. That's what I call her.
The Mucinex booger.
Kind of looks like a little bit,
Hey,
bro.
is it that? Hey, that's Aftermath's best friend.
Oh no, Elvis! Hey, shout out to Devin, DJ Aftermath. That's your girl. I know
That's your
you're-
girl,
I know
man.
You're waiting for some more content. There it is.
We just had DJ Aftermath on. Actually, his episode is going to release this week. So
nice.
It was a good time.
So we're going back to back heavy hitters, bro.
Man, that's awesome.
I don't know.
I remember when we sent him home.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, we didn't hear that story.
Bro, you can't hang with the big dogs.
Oh,
that sounds like a story we got to
that's
hear.
a after our podcast.
We're going to get the whole 411 on you, DJ.
Yeah, don't
Man,
worry, we
next
got
time,
you, bro. We got you.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to bring them on both at the same time. Both.
You know what? I'll come back and we'll do that.
Oh, that'll be better.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good.
But man, we have a lot of people that just came into the industry that we embrace.
Yeah.
And that's the whole beauty of our onda. Is embracing, different aspects of media and like when we have fanfare, we have our own stage. We invite all media to come say hello to us. We invite all promoters, all bands, come on through. Bring us your media kits. We want to know who you are. We want you to, we want to know everything about you and what it is you're doing. We're here trying to put the integrity back in the music, and this is our way of doing that. Is showing everybody mutual respect. So this coming Wednesday on July the 19th, I believe, July 18th or 9th, this coming Wednesday, we're going to be doing a volleyball tournament.
We'll be there.
That's right.
It's a school supply drive.
Yes, sir. School supply drive.
Bumper, you were talking a lot of smack.
He was. Bumper.
Shout out to Bumper, but you were talking a lot of smack.
Where's that going to be at?
The Sideliners Bar.
Sideliners Bar.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
That
sand
sounds like a blast.
sand volleyball tournament.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm not going to compete. I'm going to drink.
I'm
So
going to
I'll-
watch.
I'll support.
Yeah.
So are you guys watching or playing?
I don't, man, look, I told my staff, I said, look, let me tell you something. The second I get on the court, I'll hurt myself. I'll turn the wrong way or what. No. A lo mejor, I'm just the coach, co-water boy, whatever. I'll just watch y'all have fun. Like, no.
I'll keep the beers cold, guys.
Yeah, I'll keep them cold and make sure you guys are
We're
hydrated.
Shit,
So,
it's too hot here in Texas to do sports outside. bro.
Man.
It's too fucking hot. Dude.
Dude, those courts get packed, dude. Like
They do.
They're hard. Pickleball, that Halle, sand pit, the volleyball. Dude, it's crazy. Dude.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's competitive. It's fun. It's competitive, but you'd be surprised as hot as it is. People don't give a shit. They just want to compete.
Dude,
Yeah.
I sweat just walking to the car, bro. I can't imagine. Out
Well,
there
you're
playing,
from
dude.
Cali, bro.
I can't imagine it.
you know what? I love LA's weather, man.
Yeah, it's the best, dude.
We had been going to LA for a while.
Uh-huh.
We're due to go. We're going back, I believe, in September.
Uh-huh.
One of my best friends lives there. Dr. G. Shout out going out to Dr. G. I don't even remember Dr. G, bro.
Yeah.
From Spiros.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He lives
He's out
there.
there?
Yeah.
What area of Los Angeles?
He lives in East Los.
Okay.
But
yeah.
he His family is from Pasadena.
Okay.
We went to his mom's house, man. He took us there one day, and I couldn't believe that they did not have ACs.
Yeah. Most houses don't have AC out there, dude.
And I'm like, what? There's no AC?
Oh, you talking about Cali or Mexico?
Right. Well, but the beautiful part was where their house sits.
Yeah.
Their house is kind of like a U shape.
Uh-huh.
And it had like the yard in the front.
Yeah.
But what amazed me was looking at that mountain that sat in front of their house.
In Pasadena or you said
in Pasadena.
Yeah, Pasadena
With
right
the-
up against the hills.
Right, with the white cap on the mountains.
Oh, okay.
It looked like a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Like you wake up to that every day.
Yeah, it's beautiful, dude.
Man.
Pasadena's beautiful.
Oh,
But-
yeah, come over here.
But let me ask you let me ask you the $1 million questions. Tacos in LA or tacos in California or Texas?
Ooh.
Say the truth, because I know the answer already.
I can't.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, you can because you're thinking about it. I haven't had any, and I want to try them.
California.
There you go. See? Boom.
LA.
Boom.
Because look, over there, we went to World Market.
Road Market.
World Market in LA. We do our research.
What part of LA is it at?
I don't even know, bro. I know it's called, I believe it's World Market, but it's like a food court.
Uh-huh.
We went to a taco place and one taco was $5, but they gave you 3 tortillas with the taco.
Because it's packed.
You get 2 and then one for the leftover that
Yeah.
falls off, dude. But you gotta go for tacos in East LA or South Central.
But even if you're walking, we were walking down or driving down the street, and this little taco stand was set up on the corner, and there was a long line, long line. I said, that's the one we need to go to. So the next day we went.
Mm-hmm.
I fed everybody for $25.
Oh hell yeah!
La madre.
The street food, dude. You get street food cheap and it's good, bro.
Well, so from
25 tacos and 4 drinks.
From what he tells me, the valley's the closest that comes to Cali food.
That's the closest I've had.
I lived in the valley, so I can attest to that.
Right?
And it's like he says, California, we don't get down on flour like y'all do. So we have tacos. Once you pass Austin, they're called fucking burritos, which is the dumbest shit in the world.
I'm going to tell you something that's going to break the internet right now.
Okay, let's hear it.
In-N-Out or Whataburger? No,
Whataburger.
no. You guys gotta get out of here.
Whataburger before they sold.
I don't like tortillas.
Oh, what?
Well, you would eat it first. You're right. Never.
What do you use?
Bread.
Oh, you're gentrifying tacos, bro.
Oh, hold on. I got a bone to pick with you. Hold on.
Why?
Because you brought that up. You bought that bullshit with the pickles and the fucking barbacoa.
What's wrong? Hey,
Dog.
you know what? Blame your San Antonio for that.
What?
Blame your San Antonio
Where did
for
that
that.
come from? I grew up.
Go to Tommy's. It's on the menu.
One, I don't frequent Tommy's.
Hold
Eddie's
on,
Taco House.
what is it again?
Tommy's.
No, what are we
It's
talking
a barbadillo. It's barbacoa taco with dill pickle in it.
Oh, that doesn't sound good at all.
It's
Thank you.
great.
I don't even like barbacoa that much, to be
It
honest.
will change your life.
You know what'll change your life, and you're gonna freak out when I tell you this?
What?
Watermelon with mustard.
Watermelon's mustard is good too.
Oh, that sounds
freaked me.
horrible,
No, I
good.
thought the same
I don't
thing.
know
I'm
about you,
like,
Texas, bro.
Man,
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
about
be,
you
I'm
guys.
gonna be like one of those kids on the commercial where puro pinche caldo. Bro, that was
Watermelon and mustard?
watermelon and mustard.
Watermelon and mustard is not bad.
Mustard! Dude, but
Hey,
It's
mustard
good.
on fideo is good too.
I don't know about you,
And
Texas,
tamales.
man. You Texas
hold on, we're
get
gonna
down a
have
little
a couple
different.
of technical difficulties right now.
Hey, I have a camarada of mine who puts mayo on brisket.
I don't know.
Okay, so my mom would make us brisket sandwiches with meal. Sandwiches. 'cause I say
Sandwiches.
sandwich.
Sandwich.
I was in there last night.
Hey,
Sandwich.
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 Hey, that was sandwich or whatever. That's
Yeah.
the way we talk. You can correct me later. I know it's sandwich,
Right.
The Caucasian way, but we're not talking in Caucasity. We're talking in Raza. The sandwich. She would make us brisket sandwich with mayonnaise or lengua.
On the sandwich, that's
Diced
good.
lengua with mayonnaise and a pan.
I've seen people put mayonnaise on tortillas, dude, when they're eating, like with menudo
Oh
and
no,
shit.
what?
I've seen it, dude. I've never eaten it like that, but I've
Okay,
seen
well,
it.
so you might be talking about crema, but
No.
not
I've seen people put mayo, bro.
mayo with menudo.
Yeah, they put on the tortilla and then.
Sorry, guys. I don't know where that came
I've
from.
seen it, bro. I have never done it.
I don't like mayo at all.
You don't like
think I'll
mayo?
do that. Not your Miracle Whip?
A Miracle Whip's kind of gross, bro.
Man, I'm finding
Well,
out more
if
stuff
it's
about
during Lent, tuna sandwich,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But
On the regular, no.
mm-mm.
I like mustard. I mean, mayonnaise. I like all of it. The thing I don't like is horseradish.
Okay.
It's good on some things, bro.
Horseradish cream, yes, but not horseradish by itself. That shit, it's
But-
like
No.
ginger.
Yeah.
But one thing I did notice, you Texans do love mustard, dude. When I first came out here, I went to Whataburger and I ordered a burger. It was fucking jammed with mustard. Nothing else, just mustard.
Hey, that's the way they make the water burgers.
Yeah,
Mustard all the way.
Oh,
Papa.
I opened it up. Like, what the
But
fuck
you
is
know
all
what?
this
But you know
mustard?
what's funny? You say that though. I was telling my wife we're passing by an In-N-Out. I said, "Babe, I want an In-N-Out burger." She was
Yeah.
like, "That's local," and I'm like, "No, I do. You know why? The little chilitos that they put in there."
Yes,
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
they're
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah, you could have them chopped.
Yeah,
If you
oh,
tell them
really?
to chop it, you tell them you want chop chilies in your burger, and they'll chop it up and put it in there.
Man, I didn't know
Those things
that.
hit, dog.
And the fries too. You get-
See, we discovered LA. We took my daughters to go see One Direction. We actually drove
oh, really?
to LA from South Austin all the way to LA. It took us 26 hours, something like that.
Damn, you guys must have stopped a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stopping right there.
Yeah, we did. We, I remember us stopping at in El Paso and
Yeah.
was it Albuquerque, New Mexico,
Oh,
Arizona,
You guys went,
We went up,
to Albert. Oh, shit, that's a long
and then
drive
we
like
came
that.
back down.
Oh, no wonder it took so long.
Yeah,
You guys
because we
went way
took a
up
little drive.
But did you eat in New Mexico?
No,
Oh man, that's honestly, bro. I think that's the best food.
really.
Yeah, and the green chili and they have the.
I've never
like,
had the pleasure of visiting New Mexico.
Oh, they
period.
got the
We
food. I
drove
love,
through it, but never.
I love the food over there, man. Hands down. I stop every time to eat it. Every time
I do want to visit though.
Oh no, for sure.
Albuquerque's
For
like
sure.
the ghetto. Albuquerque's like the ghetto city you'll ever go through.
Really?
Damn,
city's
bro,
ghetto. No, Albuquerque's
you get
ghetto,
shots
bro.
Fired, dog.
Wow.
Dude, Albuquerque's ghetto as shit, bro.
Yeah, man, boy.
It makes the West Side look like Beverly Hills, bro.
Man,
I like you.
you have a drive-by light. God damn, you ain't holding back today.
Nah,
for
it's
shit.
ghetto, bro.
Hey.
If you're all the people from Buque know what I'm talking about.
Well,
It's ghetto
you
shit.
know what? I used to watch Cops, and every time they would do an Albuquerque one, there was all kinds of fucked up gang shit, and the guys were all wearing Dallas Cowboy shit.
Yep.
I'm like, why? They already don't like us, and then you're doing pendejadas, and they're really not gonna like us. But that's all I know about Albuquerque. I've never been there. I would like to go.
Just don't even pass through Albuquerque, bro. Don't stop. Pass right by it. Go to Santa Fe or something, dude.
Okay, I heard Santa Fe is very nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know they have good steakhouses out there. I mean, among other things.
They do. I heard the same thing. I've just never have the pleasure of
Really?
of
Enjoying
going.
it. Like, go there as a
Yeah.
destination.
Yeah,
My family's originally from New Mexico, like Raton and all that area. So
nice.
I'm pretty familiar with it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know. You tell me, this is the first time I know about Albuquerque. It doesn't come up.
Yeah.
I really do like the fact that you guys have created this safe place, man.
We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of like people keep asking, it's like, well, what are y'all about? What exactly what's your focus group? What are you trying to come together?
The focus group.
We want to, like, where do you want to go? What's the direction?
We're gentrifying podcasts.
We're breaking shit.
Gentrifying tacos and now podcasts.
Yeah, we're breaking the internet with all this fucking food shit. But the podcast itself, the genesis that we began, the concept that we were talking about was he got kind of perturbed when I said it's a safe space.
Right.
But it's kind of like a bro code. Like we could talk about stuff, that we normally don't talk about or have time. So we wanted to give an actual place for men to come in from all walks of life, talk about their careers, talk about their family, talk about the best advice they've ever gotten or given, and then talk about, the downside, the worst advice they've heard, a low point in their life, and what it means to be the man of the house, a provider, a husband, a dad, single dad, married dad, a brother, whatever it is that it may be, the role that you play with your family.
Mm-hmm.
We want to give you that space so that way you can talk about it, and maybe you can reach out to someone that's in the same space, same spot. Like, man, I can relate to that dude. That sounds like kind of me. Like I like what he's saying. I have the same beliefs.
Right.
You know, so we're able to just, aside from being guys talking shit,
Right.
fucking quoting movies and talking about food and cities that are ghetto, but we're able to just bring the relatability to everyone.
Right.
You know, and plus, we consider ourselves funny. We joke around. If you saw our video yesterday, we love to joke around. And we love to have a good time. But at the same time, we bring it all around and we make it to where we want our guests to feel invited. I don't want them to come in with their guard up, like, well, what are you gonna do? Is it gotcha questions or what's all this about? We want you to just be yourself.
Right.
And that's one thing that we agreed upon as partners in this podcast, not in life.
No, not live.
He's happily married, guys. No. I'm engaged. But as far as, we're not gonna wear makeup and wigs, and we might do it for skits, but we're not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. He's totally against it. I'm not. I don't give a shit. I like to have fun, but we want us to be a part of everyone's life, and they can forget about all the heavy shit that's going on. Like, if we can give you 10 minutes, 30 minutes, to an hour and a half, 2 hours, we're here for everybody. Yeah. And it's funny because a lot of our viewers are women. I think they're trying to crack the code. Ladies, if you're listening, we're very simple creatures. We're very visual. We always get in trouble because we look up and down all over the place. Y'all are smart. And I found this out from one of my ex-wives. She's like, hey, that shirt that guy's wearing, I think you would look good in that color. And as a man, you're like, hey, it's a pretty nice color. And she's checking them out the whole time. The same time you're looking at the fucking color of the shirt. So women are cerebral. Y'all are intelligent.
Oh, women are devious,
Y'all
bro.
last longer than us because we are dumb creatures. I'll be the first to admit that. But we want this place, this project that we're doing, we want to grow it organically. We're not about buying stuff and, hey, we're going to do this and crooked shit. We want to be on the up and up. But at the same time, if you see us on the street, like yourself, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
There's no facade. There's I don't want to talk, whatever. We're the same people. It doesn't matter, man. We take a shower like everybody, hopefully. We put on our shoes or socks.
Some people bidet, some don't.
Have you ever used a bidet?
I have not.
Oh my God, you know what you're missing, bro.
Really?
Yeah, dude. For Christmas, I promise I'll get you one. But it has to be your throne because I don't think your family's ready for it.
I'll get you the size.
But I'm gonna tell you, you have to get used to it, and I'll give you little tips and little tips of the trade. But I'm glad you said you didn't use one because when you use it, it's a religious experience.
Oh wow,
it is, and it's not European; it's worldwide.
Wow.
I keep trying to talk James into getting one, but he's kind of hesitant.
Nah, bro, I'll stick with the wipies.
I've heard and kind of seen them on TV, but never tried one, man.
It's like taking a leap right there. It's a big leap right there, bro.
Like, bro, I just can't see my.
I just don't know how you dry.
Yeah.
Like, do you use the hand towel to dry, or what do you do? You know?
Okay, so the way I normally do it, if I go and use my bidet, it's before I take a shower. Like if I go during the day, then I'm gonna have to dry myself, pat myself dry, and go on about my business. I can't take a shower every time I take a bidet.
Yeah.
You know, but it's kind of like taking a shower in a bidet because I also clean the front.
Okay.
Because you don't want to have any dingleberries.
No, you don't.
You want to make sure you're clean. You never know. So that's a little bit of the tricks that I'm talking about. But yeah, man, I mean, it's stuff like that we can talk about and relate.
For sure.
You wouldn't be able to talk to your aunt or your sister about this. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What?
Hold on. We were talking about church. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong group. But yeah, bro, I mean, thank you for noticing that. Thank you for saying that. And that's what we want to do. We want to build a place where people can come on and talk about their life. We really were aiming for just an all men podcast to come on here, you know, but we're open to bringing females on. We have nothing against that. We're not women haters. But for now, I think our focus is to bring on people and talk about their life experiences.
Oh yeah.
You know, and one, we're glad you're here.
Oh yeah.
I know we've talked about it and we discussed it in depth at all different kinds of things, and we talk and we've been in contact since.
For sure.
You know, it's been more than 10 years.
Oh yeah, more than 10 years.
And it's funny because I met him. He's a DJ and stuff. I met him at a restaurant where I worked at.
Oh, no way.
And we just hit it off. We just started talking and talked about music, and then Agustin Ramirez walked in, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, you know Guti? I'm like, shit, you know him? Yeah, I want to meet him. And it's just little things like that. And then, hey man, I'm gonna be playing over here, and go, I got you covered. And I go see him perform, and sometimes I showed up all decked out, like, oh shit, who's that? Oh, it's my bodyguard. I'm like, or he's like like a kickback on a Thursday. Hey, I'll be at Buckets. I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's badass.
So we've kept that friendship, brotherhood
sure, man.
going on, and I'm a big supporter of him and everything that he does. Not only is he a DJ and everything, the head coach, but he also does sound system.
Oh, no way.
About
I've worked in a few different things other than Tejano music.
Oh, really?
I've been in radio all my life though, since I was 14, and then never did I imagine that I would be in the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame. I never saw it coming. I just one day they asked me for my resume, and I thought it was because I had done a commercial for them, and it, I record commercials for a lot of people in the industry. So, hey, Chris, can you cut this? And they'll hear my voice in wherever,
Yeah.
And so I've been doing that all my life. So I'm always in my studio, editing the show, just like you, bro. Like you're either editing the show or you're,
It's all work, bro.
all the
work.
time. So, for me, it was trying to know where I was gonna go when it happened.
Yeah.
When they called me, I just thought it was because I produced a commercial for them and I sent it back, and then about a little while later on, probably about 2 months went by, I had forgotten about it. It's just another gig that I did, and you just go on about your business. And I got a phone call, and they're like, this is the president, Mr. Ruben Perez from the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame. I'd like to inform you that you're now going to be entered in the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame for the class of 2021. And I was taken back, man, because it was crazy, because I never saw it coming.
And it was right after COVID.
It was right after COVID. And when they told me, because it's a board that has to approve your resume to actually even be in anything, to have to do with Tejano Roots. And it's like 20 years and over. So I have way surpassed that. Yeah. And so I had all the qualifications that were able to be met to be entered. And so, this was actually kind of the end towards the middle. Yeah, kind of towards the end of COVID, because the next day when the ceremony happened, we had to go get the award, go to the ceremony. And then I had my wife and kids with me. So we literally took pictures, said hello to everybody, turned around and drove to Galveston, because the next morning we had to board the ship for Tejanos in Paradise.
Oh, no way. Wow.
So by the time you get on the ship and everything is said and done, ya te pasó todo and you forgot.
Yeah.
So I had the whole award in both of mine, and J.R. Gomez couldn't go. So I accepted his award and my award at the same time, or that night. And so I had both awards in there, and it was like the third day down the cruise. And I was like, I'm in the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame.
It finally sunk in, huh?
Yeah, shit, yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, I want to get fucked.
And then, before that, I had, I was approached and told by the city of Austin, the mayor's office, that I was going to get my own day in Austin.
No way, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So after 25 years of broadcasting in Austin, or being in broadcasting for 25 years at the time, it would just come up at a conversation, and they asked me how long I had been in Tejano radio in Austin, and I said 25 years, and they're like, okay. And then again, I didn't think nothing of it, and then they called me and they're like, we're giving your own day.
Proclamation.
Got a proclamation and everything.
That's badass.
So
dude.
June the 4th is Chris Tejano Man Tristán Day in Austin.
No way.
Forever.
Oh,
so
wow. The big old celebration or what?
It was just my family that was there and a couple of my friends.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to take all that stuff, man.
Yeah, that's big.
I really didn't. I've been on, besides that, I was on the road doing sound for cheer competitions.
Mm-hmm.
I did that for 16 years. I toured all over Texas. Was it 20? It was at 20 something dates a year. I did that for a long time. I got off the road and decided that I wanted to just focus on I was, doing stuff for other people, recording podcasts for other people, doing stuff for, so-and-so and this and that, but it wasn't feeding my inner beast.
Yeah, you had your own aspirations.
And my own aspiration and my own inner beast is to be on air. Yeah. Is to be doing what I do for Ha Tejano. If I didn't have that, I know I would always be missing something. And that, like, as soon as Ha Tejano, and everything we were doing took off in the right direction, because little did we know that any of this was going to happen.
Yeah.
It was just a shot in the dark. Hey, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. What do we got to lose, bro? And Andrew and I went full force with it. And it was, it was a trickle down effect as to everything that has transpired. And then to be getting these awards in the process and to know that you've come full circle and to know that you came from an institution, Garcia Communications in Austin, that was Austin at then was the Austin's Hispanic family of radio stations, the largest conglomerate of radio stations in Austin at that time. And the only Latino Hispanic radio conglomerates in Austin, period, at that time, for a very long time.
Yeah.
But it was when the Norteño FM station started to creep in, is when we lost our balance with all the corporate companies.
Yeah, they went
to a broader market that, they saw more dollars in, and then again to come full circle around one more time.
Yeah.
To get these major brands to believe in our music and to believe in the integrity of Tejano music. That's our mission. And, with that, it comes, a lot of growing pains, a lot of, how do we handle this? What do we do for that? A lot of decision making, putting out fires, having to have a grip on your staff as far as, on air, meaning everybody's in tune with what's going on and, the right liners to say, the right shows to put out, the topic of the week or the promotion of the week, not topic, but everybody pretty much has full range of their shows, but the format of, they get the format of knowing what's coming up as far as promotions go. Suave and Sunflowers do a great job of, in the mornings of putting their shows together. I do my afternoon drive, but now I'm kind of more in the office. Mm-hmm. So I handle a lot of important things that need to be handled. Talking to, like I said, keeping our clients happy, talking to people about promotions, making promotions happy, putting those promotions together. Being very, how do you call it? Synergetic. With our knowing that we're going to do an event and Michelob Ultra is a part of it, that just brings it even more together. Mm-hmm. Being synergetic, and everything clicks and everything works together because they know that we're going to go out there and represent Michelob Ultra's brand the way it's supposed to be, the way radio stations should be doing that. And for us, it's a blessing. Yeah. It's nothing short of a blessing because a lot of people, let's put it this way. South Texas never has had, if you draw a line from San Antonio to South Texas has never seen a day without Tejano music.
That's very true.
That's crazy.
Everything from Austin on up has seen it.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. Because Austin, Dallas, and then later on, like way later on, KXTN. So KKLB back in the day, KTXZ, KKLB, KTXZ 1560, and 92.5 FM were the two major stations, Tejano stations in Austin. And then you had Kick FM in Dallas, and then KXTN in here in San Antonio. Those four stations were the major stations in this part of Texas.
Yeah.
But South Texas has never experienced a day without Tejano music, period. Which means that they have the clientele that supported it. So if you were to ask me what happened then, I don't know. You know, all I can tell you is the bigger companies were buying into the Mexicano market more than the Tejano market. And that's what happened, you know? But then again, like I said, now it's changed and it's turning. So now I believe that we can all coexist and all coexist
Yeah,
together.
because you're not going to be killing each other off.
No.
Yeah.
And that's what was happening.
Right.
Because I think, in my opinion,
For sure.
you know, and I know that you can correct me if I'm wrong, but once, you know, norteño or regional that they consider it started becoming mainstream, there became more artists and then younger artists.
Right.
So they knew what they were doing. They're going for the younger crowd. Because Tejanos, we're older. We're proud.
Tejano is very niche.
That's actually
Yes.
what I was gonna ask. How do you feel like it's doing with the younger generation, Tejano music?
I think it's getting better.
Uh-huh.
People, we had to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So in order for, well, a lot of people, like you guys were saying earlier, oh man, we're not tech savvy. So, you know, well, a lot of people that were older, parents, grandparents, friends that were older people said the same thing. Well, why are you going to an app and you're not on FM?
Yeah.
You're right. But I want to appeal to who's appealing now.
Yeah.
So when you get in the truck or the car and you turn around and you look in the back seat, what are your kids doing?
On the phone.
On the phone. Dude, I can't even remember the last time I put on a radio station, to be honest, in
Exactly.
the car.
That is the beauty of where we're at.
Yeah, because you guys are in both, right?
Yes.
You guys are able to tap into both simultaneously, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Social media and on our app.
Yeah.
So it works for us. Is there a formula? No. I think every brand is different. Every radio station is different. Whether you're in the same genre or not, it's not the same. Every market is different.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
It's like food.
yeah, same thing. You know, everybody, like for us, like I said, there's no formula to what we do. We just do it. And it's what we're programmed to do. And we know how to do it. But this time, we get to do it on our terms.
Yeah.
And we get to we have an amazing staff. We have a promotions department. We have our mix crew, and then, which is all of our mixed DJs. And then we have all on-air talent. So all of that combined all works very well. But like I said, it was just, for us, it's about putting the integrity back into the music, putting ourselves at the forefront to represent the music and to keep our music going. So that way, my kids, of course, they grew up on Tejano music, but not every kid did.
Yeah.
So my kids are also old souls, but not every kid is.
Yeah.
You know?
And the language.
Exactly.
Because there's people, I could sing Tejano, but I can't speak Spanish. Or I don't understand it. I only understand a little bit.
Do you know that there's a lot of artists like that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They sing in Spanish, but they cannot carry a conversation.
That was like Selena, no? She was like that kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
And look, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not our fault that we were born in Texas.
There's people,
you know?
The bad thing about that, and I can relate to that because I've seen it happen, is that parents make fun of their kids. And that's the worst thing to do. You want to encourage them. I've met parents that are like, man, I feel bad. I never taught my kids Spanish. And it happens. Because I have family that we call them the Kardashians because they're like, oh, we go to the river, bro. We're in Raza. Like, get in the fucking Rio. And, oh, no, we don't get in there. We're going to go to the pool. And my dad would be like, "Das pendejo."
Yeah, go in the creek.
Yeah, like, métete en el pinche agujero de soquete. But those are the people like, "Oh, I'm gonna speak Spanish."
Bro, if I had known that you could eat the crawdads back in the day, I'd have been eating.
Oh, the river would have been dry.
We'd be like Bubba Gump.
Right?
Yeah, we used to call them
fish.
No, but speaking of, dude, I didn't like speaking Spanish coming up, dude, because if I said something wrong or the wrong way, I get ridiculed, bro. So I'm like, fuck, I'm not even gonna try.
And see, in that, and I grew up with my parents, my grandmothers, and my grandfather all speaking English to us.
Yeah, same.
But, you know, of course, it's the Tejano slang words or whatever, you know. Here we go back to food again. Is it pozole or menudo? I'd rather go for menudo.
I'd rather go for
pozole
menudo
to
too.
me is...
I like, well, it's a toss-up for me, dude. I love menudo. Don't get me wrong. Honeycomb menudo, and I love pata. You have to have the fucking pata.
La uña.
That's the best. That's better Jurassic Park, bro.
Yes, sir.
But growing up, it was funny because we talked about it in plenty of episodes. Growing up, my mom spoke English and Spanish. My dad spoke nothing but Spanish. And at the house, that's all we spoke. If he spoke English, he thought you were making fun of him. He'd beat your ass. So then you go to school, you talk to your friends in Spanish, you got your ass beat by the principal because you're talking Spanish and making fun of the kids in English. So we're like, wait a minute.
Right.
Y'all need to get together because we can't speak Spanish over here and we can't speak English over here. And that's why the movie resonates Selena when the dad goes, you got to be more Mexican than the Mexicans.
Exactly.
You got to be more American than the Americans. And it's true. We're stuck in that corridor where it's like, man, I got you.
To be honest with you, I feel a lot of times we're the forgotten race.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like they're right now because of everything that's going on. I asked my mom one day, I said, Mom, you know, all this stuff that's going on, I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I hate it. We all do. I said, but where did we come from? And she's like, what do you mean? Well, where did we come from? Like, how did we get here? How did you get here?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, your grandma was born in Maynard, Texas, and your grandparents were born in Fentress.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's dad died before she was born.
Yeah.
Or no, when she was 5. And so she never knew him either. Only my grandmother. And, you know, in talking about women, my grandmother put all her kids through school. One Vietnam veteran, the other one Desert Storm veteran, you know, and Iraq War. So my uncles, man, they did the thing, but they graduated. You know, one of my tios from Texas, the University of Texas, and so from the east side, you know, and so there's a lot that people don't talk about, like you said, and you know, being from having that family base as a kid, no one ever talked to me in Spanish, bro. It was all English. Everybody.
The only time they spoke Spanish is when they didn't want us to know what they were saying, bro. Like,
right,
you know, but that's where we picked it up at, though, you know.
And then my mom,
they were fucked at home.
And then we would go to school. I would go to school. My parent and my mom was like, "You know what? I'm gonna put you because you can make friends with the wall." She tells me now, "Boy, you make friends with the wall." And so she put me in. Her and my dad put me in a bilingual class.
Oh, no way.
So it's when I was a kid. My best friend spoke Spanish and I spoke English. So I went to Antonio's house and I thought, yeah. And so then, you know, after a while, you're barbecuing and they're talking English and we're learning Spanish. And then I got into a ballet folklorico. And I've been in that ballet folklorico since I was 7 to about 17. So, you know, we got to travel to Mexico. We went to Saltillo, Mexico City to study with Amalia Hernandez for el Ballet Folklorico de Mexico. You know, I got to see and do all that stuff. And my brother too, my sister, we all got to experience that. But what is it? Diversity and inclusion at a very young age.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the men who were, around us at the time, or even women, no one that I know really talks English. I mean, everybody's talking English, was never Spanish.
Yeah.
Very few and far between during that time. Was very, even in the Ballet Folclórico, no one talked Spanish.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like, and I think it's in pockets.
Yeah.
Because I know there's parts of San Antonio that you get that. Because you always want to do well for your family. You want to go to that nice house and do good stuff and get your kids to school, to the best schools. So I think that a lot of family members that I had personally, they go, we call it the north side, and they don't speak Spanish. Their grandparents do, and they're relatives of my grandmother. My grandmother spoke very good English and Spanish. And we all spoke Spanish and English. And the most important thing she taught us, other than cooking and cleaning, was learning how to dance. She said, if you know how to dance, you'll get any woman in the world.
Yep.
Even the ugly ones. And I told my brother, they're talking to you.
And a good dancer talks with his hands.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it's funny because growing up, we would go to either or church. It depends on who woke up late or who woke up early.
Right.
If you woke up early, you went to 8:30, Spanish mass. And if you went to 11 o'clock, it was English. And then you had to memorize what the count and the prayer and when to stand up, when to sit down and stand up.
I was an altar server, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. So, I mean, the religious and your culture, it's intertwined. And I just think that a lot of times people want it better for their kids by not teaching them Spanish. I think.
I growing up, how I even got into Tejano music was my dad.
That's what I heard. Your dad was originally in radio too, right?
No, my dad was just a music collector. My grandfather, Jose Tristan Jr., was best friends with Alfonso Ramos, Ruben Ramos' brother. And my grandfather, from what I understand, played guitar with him for a very short time. And then that was over. But ever since I was a kid, I was always in, I have a baby book and there's pictures of me where I took the basketball thing and I took it off, and it had a little tornillo, with that little tornillo hole. I put a mic in there.
And you were singing.
And I was singing.
Oh, you were
with
meant
the
for
guitar,
it.
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. I have that picture, and
you were actually the band too.
I was in Alma Tejana for a very short time because at the time I actually started in TV. Well, my godfather, Enrique Samaniego, who passed away, paz descanse, he was best friends with my dad. And my dad said, mijo, I want to take you to go check out this TV show. So we went to go check it out. It was at ACTV, Austin Music Television, or Austin Community Television. And it's still there to this day. Their studios, man, are pristine, beautiful. I mean, actually, if you'd have walked into their studio, you'd have think this was part of it.
Oh, really?
By the way.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's a compliment.
Yes,
I appreciate
sir.
it. Thank you.
So we started there doing Tejano videos. So I learned camera, A/B roll. Everybody learned everything. And then he says, man, you're really good at audio. I'm going to take you to the radio station. So he goes, you sit down right there. So I sat on, just like where I'm at. And he goes, that's the mic. That's your music log. You need to follow that music log, and all your CDs are back here. Stack them up, put them right there. Commercials are in that cart machine. Put that in. Boom, right there. And left.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And he goes, you better hurry up. You got 10 seconds on that song.
Oh,
I better not have no dead air. And walked out. And I was like 14 years old going, the heck do I do? So I, from there, and then one day I left the mic on. And I was jamming to Emilio, and I remember, man, God rest my daddy's soul, man. I could see him because it was the station was on the bottom floor, and there was this huge window, big, beautiful window, and my dad was on the other side, and I'm sitting there jamming out, and my dad's laughing. And my dad had a güerito, man, and he's red. And I remember sitting in his truck, and you know what? This is the first time I ever talked about it.
Really?
Yes. It's crazy. And my dad, I remember him just like that, you know? And I can just hear him say, because my name is Christopher.
Yeah.
I could hear him go, Christopher. And it was because the mic was hot, and I'm, so
then in reality, you did the first karaoke.
Yeah, man, I was jamming.
So that was your radio, your DJ.
That was my debut
right there.
Yeah, man. And then the red phone rings.
Ooh.
So I pick up the red phone, and there's a talk back button, and the first thing is, and when I pick it up, don't talk back. Turn your mic off. Click. That was it. So I looked down and turned my mic off, but you know that and fast forward to, you know, the having to work with so many different people, and I think I owe this to him and my boy JT Campos from Queen of the South, the actor.
Yes.
Boaz Jimenez.
Oh, okay, Boaz, yeah.
JT was part of KKLB 92.5 for a very long time.
Do a lot of people know that?
No, they don't know that.
Is it on his IDMB?
Yeah, I think it is.
It
but
should be.
We worked nights together.
Wow.
And we wreaked havoc at night.
I bet.
I remember because my wife and I were young parents. You know, I'm working 2 jobs, you know, 7 to 3 and then midnight to 5.
That sounds like a divorce almost happening right there.
No, man. And let me tell you, Beck, but hey, I was, you were talking about it earlier, provider, dad,
yeah,
and husband.
Husband. And to start to do it, to be in that role at that age and looking back at it and passing by where we used to live and remembering, like, you know, we used to walk my baby girl, my oldest daughter, Miranda, to go eat at McDonald's. And that's all she would eat. And then, you know, because she ate French fries and, you know, kids, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, the apartments that we lived in, and, you know, back then that I $600 all bills paid, shoot, give me one right now.
Seriously, bro.
I wish I still lived at home, though.
Man.
Dude, but you know, I think that's great motivation, dude. And you feel that, man, I came from there. Like, that struggle made me who I am now. Because I'll see an old car that I used to drive, an old Buick, I'm like, man, I remember I was in a piece of shit. But it got me to work. It was better than riding a bike or walking. I
don't think I know anything other than to work hard for my family. Because I had a great example, which is both of my mom and my dad's. My dad, Robert, he probably worked 14, 15 hours a day. And the crazy part about it is when I was working in various clubs, I was only 14 or 15 years old, bro.
That's crazy.
I was getting into clubs at 14.
So was I, dude. I was in
the door guys,
the door.
I kid you not, I laugh at it, man. My Theo Larry, I love you so much, man. And my mom's youngest brother, he moved in with us. Of course, you know, he was going through some stuff, and he came to live with us, and we became best friends, and we're still that to this day.
But he was your ride to the club.
They would card him. They wouldn't card me. He would get stopped. Hey, dude, I'm going to walk straight through there. And I would turn around and he'd go, hey, man, I'm older than him. And I'm like, hey, be quiet.
He was trying to throw you under. He was dry snitching.
Yeah, man. So then, you know, after a while, they knew who he was. After a while, you know, and like, hey, where I go, my Theo goes, you know, and he would, you know, we would go shopping together and all that. And it was just a great time and part of my career that, he even was helping us with the video show at the time and, all that good stuff that came with, being in that era of the 90s and that early part of my career. So one day I'm looking, if there's anybody out there, I'm looking for someone to help me put together a book because there's a lot that I've done.
It sounds like it, man. It sounds like you had a pretty incredible upcoming.
I had
upbringing.
Was very blessed to have and still do have supportive parents. No matter what, and I thank my mom and my dad forever for this, is to know, certain situations in life as you grow up, and my mom and dad saying, hey, ¿sabes qué? That person's not like you.
Yeah.
What do you mean? They're different. And just know that different is okay. All right. And then after a while, you see what the difference is. Mm-hmm. And you know that it's okay. And so being taught that at a very young age, respect, love, honor, all that comes with it. My dad died at the age of 42 of pancreatic cancer. He was diagnosed in October and died in March.
Oh, wow. And
of course, back then, the technology is not as good as it is now. Mm-hmm. So I think he could have lived a lot longer. But, the Lord has his plan. And of course, he blessed us with our dad, Jesse. And, I can't thank him and love him enough for what he's done and took us in as his own. And so, I've been blessed to have, when you have that strong support system, that you will be successful.
Yeah.
And there's really not a lot of room for error because you don't think about error. You think about winning.
Yeah.
And I went through a very long period of time where the grief took over. Grief was really bad for a long time. And I wasn't a happy person. I loved what I did, still love what I do, radio and everything that has to do with the industry, but I just wasn't in a good place. And I think over time, you have to heal and you have to figure out how to manage your grief because it never goes away.
Yeah.
No matter what, it never does. And for me, it's handled in different ways. But I think now, as I get older, I appreciate the things that I didn't have, which is having my son work alongside me, us working together, doing the mobile DJ service together, doing different events together, just the other day, I had lunch with my two daughters, just me and them, having quality time with them. And of course, quality time with mama, can't forget her.
You better.
Yeah. So, and we do the old folk thing. We get up when they're asleep and we go sneak out and go have breakfast. But somehow
that's the best. Dude.
We get the phone. Do you get the phone call though when you're eating in the middle of wherever you're at, right?
Bro, my oldest that lives with us right now is 15, and I swear to God, bro, he could be on the other side of the room, and me and the old lady have like a snack for ourselves. As soon as we open it, bro, it's like I don't know how the hell he hears it or smells it, dude, but he's right there like that.
Yes.
And we've been waiting all day, like, okay, we're not gonna tell the kids we got the snack right here, we're gonna eat it later. I swear to God, as soon as we open, he could be in the other room, bro, and he's right there, dude. As soon as we crack it open.
One night, I had just gotten home from a gig. It was probably. It takes me a little bit, man. As soon as I get home, I walk into my office and I sit there for a second. And I just take a deep breath.
Decompress.
Decompress. fire one up, and I'm off to the races.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, in the relax mode, and then having to like just go after that gig, you know. But my point is, after having a rough night and then going, and that particular night, it was because I remember we had to be at the gig at like 2:00, and then we had to do the ceremony, we had to do all this stuff, and it was like breakdown setup, and
Damn.
so as soon as we get in the house, and my wife's like, I can't sleep. I said, you know what, babe, I'm so tired I can't either. She goes, I don't know, I'll never understand that, but I said, well, I just can't.
Yeah.
So she goes, you know what? Are you hungry? And I was like, oh, well. So we took off.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, we're going to go to IHOP. Go to IHOP on Slaughter 35, closed.
Bro, it's like that sometimes. You're like,
IHOP on Cesar Chavez, closed.
with the detail cleaning?
Yes. And then turn around, come back up, 35. Whataburger, 35 and Slaughter, closed.
Wow.
What
And
day was this?
Dude, it was 4:00 in the morning.
But on a weekday or weekend?
It was a weekend.
Oh, shit.
Saturday night and the
That's
Sunday
crazy.
morning. And it was weird because usually Whataburgers don't close.
Yeah.
But somebody had ran into the damn restaurant. So there was cops and all that. So we couldn't go there. But just as we are turning to go back to the house, what are you bringing home?
Yeah, bro.
Not a damn thing. Everything's closed. Go to bed.
Yeah. And-
I'm telling you, the kids are on it, dude.
yeah. So it was like, and then by the time we got back home after the car ride, you know, we were just so, and even now we still do it. You know, we know the kids are asleep. Hey, babe. Hey, and shout out going out to my homie over there, Mr. Cervantes at Burnt Bean. Yeah, Pitmaster Cervantes.
hell yeah.
If you've never been to Burnt Bean, go to Burnt Bean.
That's in Seguin, right?
It's in Seguin.
I've been wanting to go. I haven't tried it. But I
No,
keep
we've been
hearing about
going.
it, dude.
Look, my wife and I, it was introduced to us by our compadres.
Yeah.
They said, join us for breakfast. You won't be disappointed. But it's on Sunday mornings when they have Tejano brunch.
Oh, what?
Mollejas, barbacoa, huevos rancheros, brisket, huevos rancheros.
In the morning at the bar?
In the morning.
Oh, shit.
From, we get there at 7:30
And there's a line already.
and there's a line already.
Oh, shit.
So you have to get there early. That's the trick.
I'm going to have to check it out, man, because I haven't had it, but my favorite spot is in, that I've eaten barbecue so far is in Austin at Terry Black's.
Terry Black's is good.
Oh, man, that shit's good. Yeah, that shit's bomb.
Valentina's, we used to have Valentina's, but they closed.
Uh-huh.
La Familia OG is there now, which is a new owner.
Yeah.
So shout out going out to Oscar as well. And then there's Vic's Barbecue that's been there forever.
Mm-hmm.
Vic's Barbecue was by the restaurant that you used to work at. And but we've had a lot of good staple barbecue places. And of course, Southside Market is another one. Southside Market, bro, that madre, bro.
It's good right there.
Oh, yeah.
Bastrop.
But they moved some. There's
they
there's
moved
restaurants
some
in Austin now.
The other barbecue place I went to in Austin was on the border, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Borderline or something. I don't remember. It was right on the river, like the
County line.
County line. The barbecue was decent, but it was more like being on the river and stuff that was cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Kids feeding the fish.
I'm gonna give you my spot, and y'all are gonna freak out. I was in the valley.
Bill Miller's.
No. Fuck. No.
Bill Miller's is the McDonald's of barbecue.
I know, I know.
They're not anywhere in the valley.
Every
They're
time I
close.
eat Bill
Yeah.
Miller's, I get choro, man.
So
Their carne asada is good though.
Is it?
Yeah.
it's decent. So we were in the valley for work, and we were by Far Someone at the Plus store, and my boss like, look for something, and I'm like, man, I haven't lived out here 12, 13 years. So I pulled up restaurants near me, and this place came out, GW's, and I thought of GW Junior. So I'm like, oh man, they might have a chili hamburger or avocado burger, like old school, but it was just called GW's Barbecue. I never heard of it. They didn't hear of it. So we went in there. There was the line. I'm like, well, it must be good. There's a line. We get up there. The guy goes, hey, guys, I'm already sold out. They had the Trinity, brisket, ribs, and sausage. The guy says, hey, I'll give you sausage and I'll give you pork belly. But I'm out of brisket, I'm out of ribs. That's all I got. But I'll take care of you. We're like, okay, we'll order sides, you know. So we got the macaroni and cheese. That is the best macaroni and cheese, period, in all of Texas. That shit is stupid.
Mac and cheese is one of my nemesis.
Really?
I can't eat it.
You're lactose intolerant or what?
I just don't like the smell.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one smells like money.
I don't like tortillas. I don't like mac and cheese.
That's crazy.
I don't like pies. I don't like cakes.
That's crazy. That's you hit all my food groups right
No,
there.
I don't think we make a good couple.
I do
going
not,
out.
bro. I don't have a sweet tooth.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
I don't like candy, but give me pastries or cookies.
You give me a good sour San Antonio candy, I'll eat it.
Bet. So we sit down, right, and the guy brings us the tray of pork belly. Bro, that's bacon.
Yeah.
They're cut up in cubes in barbecue sauce. We're like, Jesus Christ! Like we couldn't even start. We would eat and it wouldn't go down the pile. Like that's how much they gave us. The guy felt guilty. We're like, cool. So you know me, I gotta talk to everybody. So I'm talking to the guy cleaning tables. He goes, where y'all from? Like, I'm from San Antonio. And we start telling him, like, dude, this is good shit. Like, whoever would think the Valley would have this. And he's like, oh, you think this is good? I'll be right back. Goes to the back, comes back. The brisket beef stew off the menu item. He goes, try it. I told my boss, dude, we got to come back for the brisket. I don't know what to tell you. So they ranked as, I think, top 5. They're number 5, and burnt beans 1.
Wow, yep.
So if you're in the top 5, you're doing something good.
Yep.
But I swear to God to you, man, that place, if you eat just the bacon cube and it's to die for, I could only imagine the brisket and the pork and all that. The sausage was amazing. The pork belly was great. The macaroni was off the charts. I think we got turkey breast. Super, super juicy, super smoked. Great service, great food. Shout out to GW's. Thank you so much. We will be back.
Burnt bean, I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah,
Bunch of invoices going out.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of invoices.
They always, and you know what? They always, every Sunday they're at Burnt Bean, man. They play Tejano music, and his reasoning was brilliant. I remember that going to church, my parents on Friday and Saturday night at my tío or tía's house, cualquier tío, whoever's, you know, jamming Tejano music, drinking it up on a Friday night. Everybody's having to spend the night because everybody's had too much to drink. Mm-hmm. Sunday morning, we get up, and my dad would be like, hey, we're going to church. I'm like, hey, hold up, vato. You were the one drinking. I wasn't drinking. No, well, we're all going to church.
Oh, yeah.
So we'd have to go to church, right? But as soon as we got out of church, straight home, Johnny Canales. Tejano music, windows open, the smell of food.
Tortillas.
Man.
Bro, do you remember a guy named Dan? He had a variety show on Fridays. Mm-hmm. He would play Tejano music. I can't remember Dan something.
Dan Segura.
Mm-hmm. So I'll never forget this. Friday night. So back then, we didn't eat out like we do now.
Right.
But Friday was payday.
Mm-hmm.
My dad would finish the work at the cleaners that we had. Then he'd go to the bar. But before he went, he'd have to get his dinner. And that was prime time. He'd go get his churches. There's 8 of us to feed.
Right.
So he'd get his churches. But I'll never forget my grandma sitting next to me eating her drumstick. And she'd always have to watch it. She had on David Lee, Gotta Say Los Musicales. They had on Ram. They had the tuxedos.
Yeah.
And they were jamming on that show. Mm-hmm. And that was like, for us, that was like church. And then Saturdays was the Von Erichs, the wrestling.
Oh, man.
World-class championship
yes, sir.
wrestling Saturday night.
Yes, sir.
And then the replay on Sundays.
Yes, sir.
So we're like, oh, you missed it. You fell asleep. You're going to watch it Sunday.
Yeah.
So this is a true story. I used to work at HEB. Ruben, shout out to Ruben, my boss. He's like, we used to work at HEB 36 right here in Sarsamot in the hood. And he's like, hey, dude, do you like wrestling? I go, yeah. He goes, you want to meet the grappler? And the grappler was this big old huge dude. Like he wore a mask, silver and black mask, and he wore this boot, and he'd always load it up. He's like, and that was like his kick. Like that was it. If you saw that, that was his finishing move. So I'm like, the grappler's here. He goes, yeah. You want to meet him? I'm like, yeah. He goes, all right, come on, let's go to the back. And I'm like, oh, he's back there? So we walk to the receiver in the back of the warehouse. And he goes, hey, Ross, someone wants to meet the grappler. And I'm like, oh, Ross from Produce, he knows him? He goes, oh, yeah. Check it out. So I'm sitting there like, man, I'm going to get an autograph. He put me in a headlock. And he comes out with his apron and his HEB uniform. And he's wearing a mask. And I'm like, cut it out, Ross. Because he was from Charlotte, Texas, little town. And I'm like, cut it out, Ross. He goes, I am the grappler. I'm like, holy shit, you're the fucking grappler. I felt like Waterboy on fucking
That's funny.
Encino. So I was like, no way. He goes, I am the grappler. And he fucking opened his locker, dude. He had cutouts and all that. I'm like, the grappler works in fucking HEB. I thought that was like the breaking story.
Bro.
And he's like, you can't say shit. And I'm like, oh.
You know who Dusty Rhodes is from Austin.
Really?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember hearing that.
Dusty Rhodes
The
went
Yellow
to
Rose.
the most, I say, well, other people will tell you the same thing. The most popular school in Austin, Texas is Johnston High School.
That's where he's
Because
from.
everybody, like, this was the high school of the family generations.
Okay.
So my dad had 12 brothers and sisters. All of them graduated from Johnston High. My mom's brothers and sisters eran cinco. All of them graduated from Johnston High. Me, my brother, and my sister, same thing.
It was a legacy thing.
Legacy school, but it's no longer open. And they always have like reunions and stuff like that. So that school is where Dusty Rhodes went to school.
No shit.
Yeah, he went to Johnston High School.
So when he show up?
He went to school with my uncle David,
Okay.
my mom's brother. They went to school together and were good friends. And he would always tell me stories of how like they would have just hang out. But he was different. He wasn't like everybody else. He was, kind of to himself, but he loved wrestling. And he was training, he'd go train every day. So getting to hear that,
That's cool.
knowing how close you were to, like one time, bro, a long time ago, I was here working a cheer competition and we were at the Riverwalk. You know who I met?
Ooh.
Of all people, George Jefferson, bro.
Oh, no way.
Dude. So I used to work at a hotel.
Yeah.
The what's it called? Not the Mango. It's right across from the Majestic.
Mm-hmm.
So I would help out with we have a pasta buffet during the day for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So we're there, and the guy, I'll never forget Ronald. Ronald, shout out to you, Ronald. That guy was funny as hell, dude. He would call Fruit of the Looms, Fruit of Balloons. He goes, hey, Hector, you ever get your private parts get itchy from your Fruit of Balloons? And I was like, what the fuck are Fruit of Balloons? He goes, the grape and the orange and the banana? And I'm like, oh, you're talking about Fruit of the Looms. That's what I said, motherfucker, Fruit of Balloons. So anyway, I was working with the one day. He goes, oh, look at this shit. Here comes George Jefferson. And I'm like, man, Ronald, stop playing out. Mr. Hensley, how are you?
Yeah.
What can we get? So a lot of the actors from the Majestic would come over and they eat and then they go back or whatever. And I was like, dude, he's little, but he was super cool. And he went to the back of the kitchen and said hi to everybody.
I was just standing there with my wife and my daughters. It was cheer competition time, and we decided to go to the Riverwalk to eat. And I look over and there he is. And we just started talking. And I was talking to him like, I've been fortunate to do that. I worked with Juan Gabriel too.
Oh, no way.
I was on tour
I
with
heard
him
he
the last 3 years he was alive.
buffets.
Huh?
I heard he loved buffets.
He did.
I know for a fact, he closed down the Furs in McAllen for a concert so he could eat there. I'm like, God damn.
Well, yeah, because not only did it wasn't just him, it was the whole staff.
Everybody, yeah. He wasn't Sherman.
Yeah.
He was,
He worked. I didn't know. True story. I didn't know who he was.
No way.
What?
No. I've been embedded with Tejano music ever since I was a kid.
Yeah.
But here's what happened though. I'm working in transportation because at the time our radio stations had just been sold. And my boy says, hey, you want to go on the road? Let's go. Take your mind off all this. And, and he was in the same position. I said, yeah, let's go. What are we doing? We're working in transportation. We got to get all the technicians lighting, sound, all that from airport to airport. And we travel with him. We make sure that,
rain or shine, you're there.
you got to go. And I had a van. I had a raper van at the time.
the pedal van?
Those big white vans, I had one. And he was like, hey, you think you can take Juanga's stuff in there? I said, yeah. He goes, you got to take it from Austin to Houston and from Houston to Dallas.
God.
And I was like, oh, huevo, let's go. So we took all of their luggage and so they flew and we drove. But we got there quicker than they did, of course. So, and I had all 17 of his maletas in that
That's crazy.
Bro, he was a Devo.
Should have threw one off.
17.
Should have threw one off the
He had a
van.
señora, bro. He had a señora that had all his trajes.
The seamstress.
And she would be ironing every single one and have them hung up for him. And then he would decide what he's going to wear or whatever for the night. And then when they were done, pack them up on to the next show and bring them out.
And that was her job.
That was her job, just to get. And I remember being backstage and the guys from Marcos Antonio Solis, he shows up. Bro, he's little. He's a short dude, man. He's not tall at all. And
Hey, what we got against short people, bro?
I mean, just because you see them on TV and you think that they're these tall dudes, man.
We're short kings, bro. Short kings.
I've been, yeah. Well, you know what? You're as tall as Cat Williams.
Oh, yeah,
And he's a bad dude, though, man.
Cat Williams is bad, bro.
Yeah.
That's a good comparison.
I don't know, bro. I'm bigger than him, though.
Oh, yeah, you
A
are.
lot
You're
bigger than
fluffy.
him. I'm fluffy.
Yeah, why you look at me when he tells you that, bro?
I gotta feel better about myself, bro.
You and Devin, y'all were both just nailing me.
Bro, I've had the pleasure. I've had the pleasure to work with a lot of people and to experience a lot of things that normally you probably wouldn't. I've gotten to meet Troy Aikman. I introduced him in a sales meeting for his new beer 8. And I told him, all I could say was, man, if my dad was alive, he'd be like jumping up for joy because you're standing right here. You were my dad's ultimate favorite, man. I mean, you know how many posters I have of you in my dad over the years collected, I got to meet him, Carlos Mencia, still talk every now and then.
Have you ever met Carlos Santana? I have to tell you that one because I have a funny story.
I don't know.
Oh, shit. I know what you mean by that.
I don't know.
You're on shrooms?
No, I don't know if I did or not because I went on a guy trip with my primo and he says on the plane, my primo says, it's a guy trip. Do what you got to do. I got you, cuz. And I said, okay, what do you mean? He says, look, we're here. We're going to have fun. We're going to drink and we're going to enjoy it. I said, badass, let's go. So my wife, when I got to the hotel, I believe, she sends me a picture on my phone. And it's of a Santana ticket. And she says, don't forget to check this in when you get there. And I said, babe, you bought me a ticket to go see Santana. Santana is like my ultimate favorite. But the reason why is because when my dad was very sick, that's one of the music that will calm him down.
Oh, okay.
And it was a lot of pain management because there wasn't a lot of pills back then that could actually help him. And so he showed me what music was at a very young age. And so all this time I'd been going to see him and I've seen him 11 times. So 12, I hope I see him one more time before he retires, but I don't think he's going to.
No.
But so that weekend we go to the hotel. We're staying in the same hotel at Mandalay Bay. I forgot that it was Grammy week. So I had a couple of friends that were there, and they show up on Saturday. And my primo says, why don't you change your ticket to tomorrow instead of today? And I said, well, yeah, you're right. So why don't you change your ticket from Saturday to Sunday? And I said, okay, yeah. So I go down to the box office, but then my cousin texts me. He says, hey, we're going to go ahead and leave. Just meet us after the concert. There's no reason to go early because they were going to a club.
Okay.
So I said, okay, está bueno. So a little while later, I come back, bro, and I'm hammered. I'm completely gone. But I remember seeing, I going down to the casino, going down into the crowd, and I'm in standing room only. So I thought, I'd never seen him before, and I hadn't seen him in a while. But I only saw him at the Frank Irwin Center from like way up in the nosebleeds. I mean, aquí estoy, I could see, his soul pretty much, I thought, he's right there. And the band is just heavy dudes, man. At the time, it was Dennis Chamber on drums, Carl Perazo on percussion, Jeff Cressman, Bill Ortiz on the horn section. All these cats, man, are heavy dudes in that genre of music. And we could be here all night because I can school you on especially down music and bands I like.
I can tell.
We need to go
on the cruise.
Yeah, the stories, bro. The round tables on the cruise, man, those are fun too.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe that's something we could think about doing.
What, the cruise?
Yeah.
Downloads of Paradise.
That'd be fucking blast.
Come on.
Where does it go to?
Cozumel, Costa Maya, and Honduras this one.
Oh, no way. Oh,
And
shit.
February 1st to the 7th of 26.
Okay. Keep that in
So
mind.
it's a 6-day cruise. But like I said, during that, growing up in that night, and growing up seeing him and all that, I had a chance. And so I go to the concert and everything's good. But I remember looking over at the door and seeing some friends of mine, and they're standing there. Hey, what's up? Hey, it's Grammy week, and they worked in radio too, so we partied, right? So then we went to some after party, and then I took my cousins with me to that after party. It was like in one of the hotels, and there was like a semi
Industry.
yeah, because it was a lot of músicos, but they were having fun. So you get to see like guys from Tower of Power, War,
Wow.
Badass.
cats that you them by name, but they don't know you, but you know them. And I get to meet Jeff Lorber, a whole bunch of people. Well, that next day, we got up, we played golf that morning. I remember, hijo, I had a hangover from hell, man. And I said, nah, man, I'm gonna get up, we're gonna go. And so we did. And then that afternoon, my friends called again. And they were like, hey, you got your ticket do you come down and talk to us? So I went down, and me, all dumb, the same pants from the night before. So I get we're in line, and the guard says, hey, the security guy goes, hey, you need to be on that side to talk to them. Okay. So we start moving. I whip up my ticket. Beep. Beep. I'm through again. I'm seeing Santana one more time.
No way.
Oh, shit.
So then we get to the bar, and that is where I don't know if I met him or not.
Wow.
I have pictures with all the band except for him. And I remember seeing a camarada of mine, Z Barbosa of Austin Wholesale Decking in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
He was standing right next to Santana's security guard. And I saw him go through that door. And it's at that point that I don't remember shit.
Oh, you blacked out?
I blacked out.
The black box
man.
flip flops.
Gacho. And I woke up the next morning with the Santana shirt on, the pass, and the same jeans from 2 days prior.
Tell me your raza without telling your raza.
And I kid you not, I don't remember. I cannot think to save my... And maybe it's a good thing because they always say you should never meet your hero.
Yeah.
So, but I've met Carl Perazo, Paoli Mejias, Tommy Anthony, Dave K. Matthews, a keyboard player for. They're all in his band. Dave K. Matthews used to be the keyboard player for Letterman back in the day.
Wow.
He's his keyboard player now. That's a hell of a musician. Carl Perazo's been, with Santana for years in the rhythm section. Now Santana has his wife as the drummer. She used to play for Lenny Kravitz.
Damn.
So, his whole band is just monsters, man. ¿Cómo se llama? Vargas, the lead singer, one of them. Andy Vargas. Man, that dude's amazing singer too, man. And he's also a DJ.
Wow.
So when he's not playing with Santana, he's also DJing.
Dude, I'm amazed how you remember all these names.
Bro,
it's crazy, dude. I can't believe you just point these names.
Your brain is a Rolodex of music history.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have a book. You got to.
Yeah.
I want to.
Are you ready for my Santana story?
Yes.
So I worked I've always worked in hotels. That's where I learned my craft with cooking and food. And I worked for a hotel in McAllen. The food and beverage director, his best friend worked at Dodge Arena. Now it's changed like 5 different names, but it's an entertainment venue. So they hired me to work over there and help out the chef. And I'm like, great. So what we would do is we would do all the writers for the backstage. Then we do all the food for the upstairs suites. And then we do whatever it was that the artists wanted. Sometimes they wanted food, sometimes they didn't. Like, we just want this. We want green M&Ms only, pendejadas like that. So the time that Santana was there, he was playing Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think Saturday and Sunday they had double the matinee. And then I'll never forget, Saturday for the morning rush, my turn is to go take the food out the breakfast buffet line and change it over to lunch. So I'm there changing out the trays, and this guy's in the back eating by himself, young guy. And the guy goes, hey, man, great food. I'm like, oh, man, I'm glad you liked it. Thanks. I go, you part of the band? He goes, you could say that. He goes, you want to meet my dad, Chuck? And I was like, yeah, bro, you know what? I really can't get off from doing this. Like, I got a lot of stuff to do. He was like, dude, you love my dad, Chuck. He's cool as shit. Everybody loves my dad, Chuck. Kept saying Chuck, Chuck, Chuck. And I'm thinking, like, fucking Charlie Brown, what the fuck are you talking about? So then I was like, what do you do? Like, okay, you got my attention. What do you do? He goes, oh, I'm a DJ. I go, my name's Sal. I'm like, cool, nice to meet you.
Sal Santana.
So I'm like, cool. And I'm still in the fucking dark, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, come on, like, real quick. We'll just go backstage and say hi to him. And I'm like, okay. So we go back. I'm like, oh, I can't go in there. That's the artist dressing room. He goes, well, that's where Chuck's at. And I'm like, okay, man, why don't you just call Chuck out here? He goes, no, that's not how it works. He goes, we got to go see Chuck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm going to get in trouble. He goes, no, you're with me. Come on. And I'm like, okay, Sal, I'm going to trust you. Shout out to Sal Santana. Thanks. So he takes me back, dude. He has, it looks like a Middle Eastern tent in the desert. He has all these valances and everything, like real spiritual.
Roseanne.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm there, and he goes, hey, Chuck. And he turns around like, you're Chuck. You're Carlos Santana. He goes, oh, hi, how's it going? Nice to meet you. I'm like, nice to meet you, sir. I go, man, I'm a huge fan. I'm sorry. I didn't know that you were Chuck. He goes, yeah, my son still can call me by my real name.
Yeah.
So he was cool, dude. He goes, hold on, before you leave. So he goes and he gives me like 4 or 5 pics, like autographed and personalized.
You still have them?
Santana. Well, I have one of them.
Do you?
And I gave one to my real good friend Renee. You still. I hope you fucking had that pic.
Yeah.
So that was like, I walked back and I couldn't even talk. They're like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You got raped? I'm like, no. Shit, I should have said that. We're gonna cut that out.
Not this time.
Yeah, not this time. So I'm like, I just met Carlos Santana. I'm like, man, stop playing. Get those dirty pants, put them in the sink, and get back to work. I'm like, okay. So I'm pumped, dude. Like, I don't give a shit. Hey, you're gonna work a double. I don't care. I met Santana. I'm good. But it was weird because you got to meet so many people doing that in the backstage. We talked to the guys from Def Leppard, Velvet Revolver. I met Pepe Aguilar. So the cool thing was they would stay at the hotel I worked at, and then they go play. And they're like, hey, didn't we just see you at the hotel? I'm like, yeah, I got 2 jobs, bro. I wish I could have your job.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, no, you can't have our job. But Pepe Aguilar, dude, I didn't know he was tatted up.
Mm-hmm.
He has full sleeves. I'm like,
Is
No,
it
you're
really, bro?
Yeah,
Ricky
dog.
and Ricky and all the guys from Intocable, yeah, they're all tatted up,
Oh,
bro.
no way.
Yeah.
I freaked out. I'm like,
Or most of the guys.
Yeah.
Sergio's a cool ass dude. I've
Oh,
known
yeah.
him forever.
Yep.
I've known him when dude, I was telling someone this story. They had just gotten their record deal and they were going to play at Guadalupe Cultural Arts. They were releasing Otro Mundo,
Right?
Coqueta, and all those songs that just come out. And they took them over to my buddy's house. And they're like, hey, y'all want some beer? We're drinking like at 2 p.m. And they're like, y'all want beer? Like, oh no, y'all have Big Red? All of them. None of them drank. Ricky, none of them. The coolest one that I got along with in Pasa Descanse, Pepe. He was the coolest dude. At that time, when they were hitting, I lived in Uvalde, I had a pierced tongue. So he liked it so much, he went and got one. So that was like our thing. So every time they played, like, hey, ¿qué onda, compadre? Yeah. So he was cool as shit, dude. Like, beautiful human being. Taken too soon. But I got to meet him and Sergio. I've known Sergio. We run into each other. Hey, you on the way? How you been? Like, he's cool like that. There's some that are not too cool, and he's one of them. Sergio, setting on my respects.
One time we were, in band camp.
The good old band camp story.
We had gone, like I said, we went to LA. One of the first times that we went, and as a family. So we dropped my daughters off to go see One Direction at the Staples Center. And we go to Guitar Center. We got some time to kill. We're on Hollywood Boulevard. Oh, no. So me, my son, and I are jamming, and my wife's like,
any day now.
yeah, hurry up. And so we walk out, and we see a bus. There's parked right outside the Guitar Center. And we go immediately to the left to walk to the Pink Taco was kind of like down the street. And there was another popular Mexican restaurant that they were going to across the street. So all I hear was, Chris, Tejano Man, Austin. And I turn around and it's Sergio and Felix from Intocable.
That's crazy. That's a small world.
Yeah, man. And then, they're all like right there, Hollywood Boulevard, and shorts, t-shirts. They just got off the bus. They're going to go and eat at that restaurant across the street. And they said that's where every like rock band or band usually eats at that. I forgot the name of the restaurant. You know what? Joey Jimenez the next time tell me the name because he told me what it was, the name of the restaurant. He was like, all the rockers go there, bro. It's like a badass restaurant. And that's where I saw. And I took a picture with them. And my wife goes, can't take you nowhere.
Where are females?
I said, babe, you know what? We just got here. We can go home now.
Tell me you didn't feel like a superstar when that happened, though, bro.
Yeah.
In front of your wife, like.
That's why I said, man, like, hey. But then the other day, she was like, but around the house, hey, pick those up. Hey, honey, I'm in the Hall of Fame.
Right?
Hey, pick that up. Ain't no rock stars around here, vato.
Hey, where mama talks.
Yes, sir. But, it's so, speaking of, encounters like that, being on the cruise for so many years, having fun with just about everybody, we were in between shows one day and I was fortunate enough to be Ram Herrera's next door neighbor.
That dude's got some story.
Man, and I remember we were in between shows and we had to go because it's a pretty tight schedule. People think y'all are relaxed. We're not. We have shows to put on. They gotta sing. They gotta. And so I remember we had just gotten back from port, and I rushed to my room, and I went to my balcony to grab something, and I heard, hey, who's that? And I said, Rambo, it's me, Tejano Man. What are you doing? I said, I'm getting ready. He goes, hey, you got any, what is he needed, you got any cologne? And I said, yeah. So I said, I'll meet you at my front door. Because Rambo, man, I thought he was going to go over the side to get to me. And I'm like, hey. So we both run out. We go to the front doors. Well, the doors, if on the cruises, the doors, they shut right behind you. soon as you open them, they're heavy doors. So I'm in my socks and my shorts. He's in his socks and his pants. You know, he's getting ready. You know, so he's like, we both come out at the same time and we look at each other and he goes, "Do you have your key to your room?" And I said, "No." I said, "Do you have the key to your room?" He goes, "No." He goes, "You know what you call that?" I go, "What?" He goes, "Ramification." He goes, "Oh, let's go have a drink." I'm like, "We have 2 shows. I don't care."
I think he has one of the best wits of any of the artists
Yes.
that I've met. And I think that he's just so good on his feet.
He's a great dude, man.
He's very improvisational.
Yes. And he comes up with him just about a lot of the Tejano artists and musicians are funny dudes.
They're like us. They're like
yeah, but they're comedic.
Oh, they probably got some crazy stories too on top.
Man.
We're hopefully we'll get some of y'all on the podcast.
Yeah, you know what? And you have a lot of these great musicians here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a lot that, you know, like just last year, and I didn't get to really say it, but I'm going to say it now. Thank you to Chente Barrera and Annette.
Oh, no, that.
You know, Chente and Annette are really good people. And every cruise, if you don't know, Tejano artist, Chente Barrera y Grupo Taconazo, we've been good for many, many years. And that guy, Chente, was Jay Perez's original drummer. The first one to play all the hits that he created from, you know, his first, I want to say 5 or 6 albums plus that Chente recorded or wrote songs on. And Chente, you know, my wife and I going every year to the cruises, you get to, you know who you're going to hang out with, or, you know, you're just drawn to somebody and, you know, it works out. The chemistry's right. And if it's not them on the cruise, it's the Art and Christina Tijerina that we're with, you know? And so last year we were blessed to have gone to Chente and Annette's wedding on the beach. Ruben Ramos sang to them.
Wow.
During the ceremony on the beach, which was an experience, man. It was beautiful. And to be just a part of a wedding where no one is working and everybody's just having a good time. Yeah. And you're enjoying el ambiente and, you know, you're with your friends in the industry who are like your family. And I've always said, you know, my wife and I have always said that the Tejano music industry is our second family.
Yeah.
We have our first family, but we have our second family. And, you know, a lot of people, you know, cualquier tiene su clica, and that's just the way it is in our
Even
music.
in families.
Yeah. And, you know, we've been blessed to have, you know, our ATB family. I'm, you know, also part of our Tijerina and the ATB band. I travel with them. And we do gigs together, quinceañeras and weddings and private events, as I do with Chente and Annette. And, you know, it's a blessing to have friends like that, because now it's true. It takes one to know one. It takes a family to know a family.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're not your average families. We're not, you know, I've been blessed to live the life of a músico somewhat, being that I was a touring DJ for a very long time and running sound for different organizations, from cheer to boxing to basketball to baseball. You name it, we'll do it, you know. We still do all that stuff now. But it's been a blessing to know that you have those families that, you know, like coming up, we're going for our comadre Christina's birthday to Carnival Cruise 4-day Cozumel and back, you know. Pero this is family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a family thing. It's not, you know, a public thing. We're going and just enjoy each other's company.
And I think, Chris, you know, kind of bringing it all in retrospect, when you do have fanfare and you have those people that reach out to you and tell you, like, hey, man, you know, thank you for providing music and providing some type of mental support for my family, for myself during those hard times. You know, whether in through loss or just in general. They kind of think of you as an extension of their family. So in fanfare, you get to meet parts of your family you didn't even know. They're all over the country, all over the state, you know, whatever it may be. And I think that because of that, and you convey that, I think people really resonate with what you. I know I do. I've always been a fan of yours. I know.
Thank you, brother.
I always call you. Hey, don't forget about my shout out.
Of course, man.
My dedication.
Yeah.
And you brought up Chente Barrera. ¿Cuánto te debo? That's my jam, dude. No matter
Yes,
what.
sir.
That is Chente. You're the man.
Yes,
And
sir.
I met him outside my office building because he went to go meet Michael Aguilar.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, another royalty.
Another one.
So it's one of those things. And
Mike in the Coops.
Yes, I got to meet him outside the office. And I'm like, dude, I'm just a big fan. I just want to tell you I love your music. I love what you do. And don't stop. And then Nelda, we grew up in the same neighborhood. Nelda Signs from KEDA.
Yeah.
It's
Miss
all,
Nelda.
we're all, it's small world.
You know, I've even had the pleasure to do a couple of radio shows out of KEDA. So shout out going out to Mr. Benavides and his daughter Jennifer and everybody over there in Corpus. I've been able to walk into their studios and do a couple of shows, which back in the day that wasn't heard of.
Oh no.
And
so there's territories.
Yeah, man. You know, us and Tejano Up Radio are coming together to do the volleyball tournament. And even at that, back in the day, that was very unheard of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. You don't.
You guys were ready to fight.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, or
yeah,
what?
it was, and you know, back in, and I really want to make this point is back in the 90s, there was a certain podcast that came out that didn't really say much about Austin, but it wasn't that person's right to talk about Austin.
Because they weren't from Austin.
They weren't from Austin. We're from Austin.
Yeah.
And Austin, you know, even, you know, with the tight-knit raza that's even there, you know, like if you think about it, the Ramos family,
Ramirez.
the Ramirez, the Ramos Ramirez, you've got the Rick Fuentes, Hugo Guerrero, all these cats, man, that all live in the Austin area. And, you know, that in itself is something like, because we know when we go out together, that's what we represent.
Yeah.
And we represent, like Art says, the big city of Butte, Texas. Yeah. You know, shout out going out to Artie and my boys from ATB, man. You know, again, you know, he's got some awesome.
That dude's solid, man.
Man,
top to bottom, solid.
He's a and you know what? Even as a person, that guy is the most humblest of humble. He is just a guy that you would think that from his voice that he would be chocante, but he doesn't have a chocante bone in his body. And that man is an awesome singer. He has a great support system. You know, he has a freaking powerful band.
He has a range.
Yes. And he's got a range that he can sing with anybody. He's just got it, man. You know, he loves country music as well as he does Tejano. And again, you know, shout out going out to Christina, his wife, who, you know, manages all of us and keeps us, you know, tight on the road and make sure, you know, because think about it, man. You're on the road together every weekend. Yeah. You're away from your families. A lot can happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so, you know, we don't take that lightly. You know, people cree que, hey, it's a party. Because, you know, there's the seriousness is when you get back in that truck or the Sprinter at, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning, and looks like we're going to make it home at 5 a.m., boys, you know? And so that can take a toll on you.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
The road takes a toll on you, just driving.
Perfect.
Like that,
perfectly. Man. Every single time, man. And it doesn't change. But it makes it easier when you're with people you can work with and you
for
can
sure.
trust.
Yeah.
That's the big word,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I don't really know Tejano music like that. So all the names you guys are dropping, I don't know who the hell you guys are talking about.
Right.
Bro. I'm gonna be honest.
So it's kind of like
I
when
know-
y'all were talking about the soundboard, that was me.
I know a few people
Yeah.
like Intocable and all that, you know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the rest of them I don't know. But
we'll school them.
But
We'll
having,
get them
yeah.
all
no,
together.
but having like a DJ Aftermath on, and then you and the passion you guys talk and the movement Tejano, it makes me respect it and like
Thank you.
You
get
wanna listen
admiration
to
for it. You know what I
wanna
mean?
listen to
Right.
it.
So I'm gonna do some deep diving and really check into it because it's you guys the passion you guys put for it, man. It inspires me.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I said, man, everything that we've done thus far, have I fed my inner beast? I feed it every day now. I wasn't feeding it for a long
You're
time.
living the dream, bro.
And I think that's what put me into a depression, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Because
Well,
I
he
wasn't
said you.
I wasn't giving what I know how to give,
Yeah.
and I wasn't connecting with the people that I know how to connect
Yeah.
with.
What I think I'm sorry to
No,
interrupt.
you're good, you're
I
good.
think as a man, when we have a dream or we have aspirations and we don't pursue it, you're gonna be depressed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's just like gonna happen.
And that was the whole turning point for me, recording other people's podcasts and, you know, doing a cheer podcast and then a local politics podcast and then, you know, all these different podcasts for people. I could sit in this room and record it for you all night, but was it really feeding my beast? No.
Nah.
From there, it
You
was
were just going through the motions until
Yeah.
you were
until I was the one
doing the
that,
motions.
okay, now this is where, and then I saw a purpose for actually getting that Roadcaster and buying the mics for it and getting, you know, and people ask me, you know, like I'm a headphone. If there's anything I'm bougie about is headphones and backpacks.
Oh, I know that for sure.
I've heard,
Headphones and backpacks for DJs.
I've heard a lot about the headphones with DJs or people that are in the industry.
I
like
was
that.
asked one time how many headphones I had, and to be honest with you, enough to fill in a walk-in closet.
That's
That I've
crazy.
tried.
What's the most expensive headphones you've had?
There were some Sonys. They were the 7508s, and I think they limited those for a while. And those were the $500.
Oh really?
And even back in the 90s, they were $500.
Oh, that's in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because they got headphones now that are like thousands, right? Yeah.
Even more than that.
Really?
I haven't gone that far yet. I just tried some new Sterlings that I like. I'm still on the Sony 7506s when I do my show because that's kind of standard for radio. They're the Sony 7506. Can't miss them. They're usually like the catalogs where you bought this stuff.
Yeah.
They're in there.
Yeah, I think
And-
I've seen them.
So those are standard. Those are standard for radio, for broadcasting.
Yeah.
I've always used those. I had a pair of Denons. I had a custom pair of Beats that were burnt orange that cost me $300.
Do you think Beats are worth it?
Not anymore.
Because I never
The
got the
original
hype.
ones,
once
yes.
I never got the
sold,
hype
right?
in the Beats.
The original ones, yes. Because those you had to put AAA batteries in them
Oh really?
on one of the
actual
cups. Yeah,
No shit.
yeah. Because they were also Bluetooth,
Okay.
but they were also noise canceling and all that. But it would connect to your board. It would connect.
Oh shit! So you didn't?
You
it
could,
wasn't-
you could connect it to your computer or whatever.
Was it
and-
Bluetooth?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Well, it was the beginning of Bluetooth.
Oh, okay, so that was like
Because that's when everything was more expensive
Yeah.
because it was just coming out. And then you'd have to actually switch them on. And then they had like a bass button.
Oh
Like,
damn.
so you would enhance the sound.
so when you had it, you felt all futuristic.
Man,
fucking,
yeah.
yeah.
And then those went away and I got some V-Modas. And the V-Modas were like almost 400.
Oh really?
And I still have those. Those stay
I
in the
fucking
case.
hope so.
Those stay in the case.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
do that weekend. No.
But like I love to try. I went from that. And my buddy Joseph Rodriguez is probably gonna laugh that I said this, but he was using in-ears a long time ago. And I didn't use in-ears because I was like, I'm not a musician, you know, I don't really need them. But being on the road with art and running sound from time to time, you do need them, you know. And actually, too, like when you're DJing and you're doing a quinceañera or a wedding, it also looks a little better because
More professional.
it's more professional and it's in your ear.
Yeah.
And rather than, they walk up to you and ahí estás tocando and they tap you on your shoulder and you're like, already like, hey, get back.
These get a little hot too, honestly.
They do.
Yeah.
They get a little hot, but like I said, that's why I started using the in-ears because they wouldn't. And then I remember too, like, you have to take care of your ears. So I go to the doctor and get my ears checked and all that. And my wife goes, "Did she find anything?" I said, "No." She says, "Well, it's because you have selective hearing."
Hey, bro, that's a fucking magic trick that old men learn, bro. I saw my grandpa, bro. Fucking whenever my grandma's bitching at him, bro, he didn't hear shit.
Yeah.
That's like a fucking magic trick.
Oh, but if you pop a beer,
that takes a lot of years to get that skill right there, bro. Exactly. Just to block it out.
Yep.
I need to develop that right there, bro.
So it was always even now, I mean, all the stuff that I've done, all the stuff that we continue to do, the work we continue to do to educate people about our music and educate people about technology like we're using now.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't have been able to do this years ago.
Oh, no.
And we're doing it now. And that's the beauty of all of it.
Oh,
you know?
It's cultivating everyone to be better.
Right.
Instead of stepping on someone's neck like, I know it, you don't. Like,
right.
Watch you. Now it's like, hey, come on, bro. We're going to grow together, but we're going to grow everything together.
Well, none of this stuff was accessible back in the day, bro. Like, you had to know somebody. You had to be like in a studio with like a radio station.
Oh,
or
yeah, for sure.
Like, this is all accessible to anybody.
Before that, I was recording on a computer with a blue mic.
Oh, damn.
What's a blue mic?
It's a brand of a microphone.
Okay.
But it was a professional blue mic, and recording directly into the computer, and I wasting all my space, my memory.
Yeah, they didn't have much space
on all these recordings, right?
Yeah. The floppy disk or what?
Yeah, man. Yeah, and then as time goes on, you got an external hard drive, and you're saving it to that. So you're right, man. It's just the technology, and now. Look, you've been recording for how long? And that thing's still going.
I know. Yeah, we're gonna have to start wrapping up, or else we're gonna die on the cameras.
Okay, well then, with that being said, best piece of advice you could give anyone that's coming up in the industry, whether it be DJ, musician, anything.
Practice. I was asked last week what I had as a regiment before I did any gig. And I was like, to DJ, I mean, I usually smoke a joint. Have a beer. No, but I listen to a lot of smooth jazz. So I'm a big Jeff Lorber fan. He's from LA.
All right.
Gino, I was just introduced to Gino Vocelli. I believe he's
familiar.
He's got a song, Brother to Brother.
Oh, okay.
Old song, but the dude's amazing. So I usually listen to that. On the way here, I was listening to Watercolors on XM radio because it's smooth jazz.
Yeah.
And then just get ready, clear my head, and then start jamming.
Party time.
And my son, like I said, he DJs with me now too, and so he's learning the ropes. And his thing is more of the Latino type music. Everybody has their stuff that they like, of course. So he's more Latino house, and cumbia. Not too much Tejano now, of course. Then now that he's el mero mero.
Yeah.
I kind of stepped to the side and I said, look, man, I don't step to the side for nobody. So you better do this right.
Oh, yeah.
Have
him mix some Tejano with cumbia.
Yeah, he does.
I bet you that sounds sick.
And he does amazing work, and he's also an old soul. So but like I said, being able to work with him and show him the ropes and everything that comes with what we do, But like I tell him the same advice, practice. And I can hear him. I come home and doom, 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 doom. Hey.
You don't even get mad. Don't even get mad, bro.
No, I came home one day and I had just bought this brand new controller. And I was all day in my head. I got this mix. I got that mix. You know. I go home and it's.
What the hell is it?
Go to my garage, go to the truck, nada. And then my wife's like, "Are you looking for something?" And yeah. Is it this big? Yeah, he's got it.
It's like the food, bro. It's like the food.
Yeah, so I go up there and he's like, I said, "What are you doing?" "Well, I'm going to see if I like DJing, Dad." I said, "Okay. Well, what music you going to start with?" 70s. So I called out songs to him. Boom, boom, boom. I said, "But what I want you to do is I want you to hit that record button, but forget about it." Okay. So he did it. And I have his first record mix he ever recorded.
Ooh, nice.
Beat for beat, right on it, the whole thing.
It's cool.
But like I told him, practice every day, every day. I practice vocals. I practice reading scripts. I challenge myself to do different things like been in Tejano radio mostly all of my life. So on TikTok, they have these radio personality challenges where they put a script up and you read the script for them. But you record it and you do it you duet the video.
Mm-hmm.
I've done 2 of those and I've gotten some amazing response. Man, you can make it in FM and or mainstream or whatever. And you know what? I'm okay with where I'm at. I love what I do.
Thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah, thank you, but no thank you. Don't get me wrong. If somebody were to say, "Hey, Chris, I want you to go be the program director for, 96.7 in Austin," I'm not going to say no, but, the Tejano genre is where I'm at. Mm-hmm. And I've always been in Austin and never left. And that's the main thing is that after 31 years being in the Onda, I've never left. I never wanted to.
And you obviously never died off.
No, nothing ever died. That's what, and people say that now. Tejano's dead. And where? Show me. Because I don't see it. Because I see people listening every day. 2.1 million people have that app in their phones or wherever device they listen to. That is something that we are hella proud of because there's somebody who works night and day.
Yeah.
That's me and Andrew. And our talent do the same. They all work night and day. Getting shows ready, questions. I tell them, look, you ain't gonna, but at the end of the day, there's one thing that they all do. Practice. I give you a script, know it. I need you to practice it. When we're ready to record, I need you ready to go. So these are things that they do on a daily basis, night and day. I give them stuff to practice on or whatever.
You can't be like Allen Iverson. Practice.
Oh, yeah.
Practice.
But I mean, dude, I know we could go
forever.
Oh, yeah. We can keep going forever.
But unfortunately, we got to cut it. But we will have you back.
I'll come back.
Yeah.
And we will have you with Devin.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a
DJ Man, Chris Tejano Man.
Not a problem.
I'm going to be
That's the homie right there.
I'm going to be here like, I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
I'm going to be like, let's get it down.
Hey, we'll see if he can hang this time and doesn't go home early.
Don't sound like fighting words. But bro, it's been an honor.
Thank you guys,
man.
man.
I appreciate you coming, man.
Much
it was
love,
awesome.
bro. I've always said you're one of the few fingers that are on my hand.
I appreciate you, bro.
I can count on you for anything, call you at any time.
Yeah.
And you always have.
And I remember when you were first starting this, you didn't know what direction you were going.
Correct.
And you wanted to DJ and I'm like, okay, let's do it. But I also know that when you talk to somebody and you go, that is what I want to do, but maybe not. And maybe I want to do it this way. So I think you were looking for the path and you found it. So I commend you for that and you both for that, because that is something that has happened to me a lot, where I think I want to do something and I'll call my wife or I'll call my partner, Andrew or Al, one of the three, and go, I think I want to do this, but maybe not in that capacity.
Yeah.
Maybe like this. And so it was just finding yourself or finding what you want to do. And a lot of that just stems from being creative, just being human, you know? But also, if there's any guys out there that, before we wrap up, that you need to talk to somebody, I've had a couple of people, pass away that were jocks, that were part of our team and will forever be part of our team, that I was very close to, at certain points of my life, around my age, that died. And one of them I didn't get to talk. I talked to her before we were supposed to meet up, and that never happened. And then one of my friends took his life. And it was very hard to hear that, because we knew him as a very upbeat dude.
Yeah.
And, we're forever going to miss him. But if there's somebody that needs to talk in all seriousness, find that person and talk, because we are often unseen and unheard. And
I know we've done that in podcasts before, and he calls me crazy, and I call it just being me.
Right.
But I've always said that to anybody at any time. If you ever need to talk to someone, call me.
Right.
Call my cell phone, 210-836-5028. It's open to whoever you want to talk about sports, want to talk about pickles and barbacoa. If you want to talk about mustard and mayonnaise and ketchup, you want to talk about whatever, you had a heavy day, hey, call me. That one phone call will make a difference.
It will.
Yeah.
And if I don't answer, leave me a message, and I promise I will call you back. I might not give you the directions right away to where the podcast is at, but I eventually will get them to you. But I'm serious. If anybody needs to talk to me or call or talk to anyone, call me, 210-836-5028. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
You could DM me on Instagram. I'm not giving out my number, but you could DM me.
You can DM me on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
So
correct. So,
and, again, thank you guys so much for having me, man. It's been a pleasure. I hope I've shed light on some of your questions.
Oh, for sure.
And I hope that you continue to do this. I hope to come back for sure. And I hope to help you guys get more viewers and more people subscribing. So my family, my friends, please, subscribe to Que Pasa con la Masa podcast.
Yep.
And we really, really thank you guys for having an outlet for people to share their stories, because you only hear about the musicos and the artists, and you don't get to hear about the people that are behind the scenes,
correct,
making things happen. And like I said, I can't thank my on-air team enough for working night and day on their craft and what they do, and Andrew and myself. We work really hard. Our promotion, everybody works hard, but the day in and day out people, that, man, it's not hard. It's not easy to run a station, especially if you have a day job and all that stuff that you're trying to fit stuff into. But that's just life, man. And we wouldn't do it if we didn't love it.
correct.
And we want our music to succeed and be here for generations to come. And the only way to do that is to start where we're at.
So I think you guys are doing, man. You guys preaching the gospel Billy Graham style. Right
Yes,
there.
sir, Billy Graham. Hey, well, we can't let them break up onda.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we don't shine shoes.
Hey, la onda don't shine shoes, vato.
With that being said, guys, Chris, I love you, brother.
I love you too, man.
Hey, Hector, signing off.
See you guys later, man. Thanks for joining us.
Tejano Man, we'll see you guys next time.
Dude.
Late.